Welcome, welcome, everyone.
If you had hopes of escaping, now you can't.
Yup. Why would anyone want to escape us?
Oh, I don't fucking know. Given everything that we did last episode.
Yeah. Ooh, also, I've finally got more of that Mike's Hard Black Cherry. So that's great.
Nice. I recently picked up a new, what was it? A new, like, flavored sparkling water that's like black tea and cardamom, and that shit is crack. I swear to
Ooh,
God.
that does sound nice.
Like, it's this whole, I don't know whether you can get them out where you are. It's called Dram, but they're very nice. There's another one that I've been enjoying that's like lavender and lemongrass or some variant like that.
Ooh,
I love that shit.
intriguing.
Plus,
All
they
right.
have, like, it has a better mouthfeel than like LaCroix. LaCroix, which is essentially like drinking sparkling water while somebody yells the name of a fruit in another room.
Yeah, I don't understand why.
Yeah, that's fair.
My internet cut out. I did a trick to reconnect. I won't be mentioning if I do that during the session, but just be aware that does seem to be happening still. Yeah.
Joy.
Discord just freezes on me. It was showing you both with green orbs and no sound, so I just swapped to my server and back again, and it fixed it.
I'm an orb now, am I?
You were an orb.
Damn.
Yes, like Dr.
Look at me go.
Roborbnik.
Roborbnik.
You tried. I appreciate the effort.
I didn't want to make the spherebot joke because that shows that I'm in too deep.
The fuck is a sphere bot?
There's Qbot and Orbot.
I don't need to know. You know what? I've had a day full of enough, like,
fair.
Enough interesting bullshit.
Sonic's the Hedgehog.
This is something to talk to Bun about, because I know Sonic from a fucking hole in the ground, and I am entirely all right with, like,
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Not knowing more.
Anyway.
Look, there are two parts of a couple, the one that knows about Sonic the Hedgehog and the one who loathes Sonic the Hedgehog. That's how it works.
Yes. Are you the knower or the loather in the relationship? I don't know that I loathe it. It's just one of those things. Sonic the Hedgehog is classed in with stuff like American football in my brain as subjects that I am never going to fully comprehend, and any attempts to explain them to me will cause, like, neural
cognitive
synapse blue
dissonance.
screen of death.
Yep.
No, I was doing a joke about things.
No, I know, but I'm continuing the joke by pointing out, like...
Yeah, sports ball just does nothing for me. But that's a different set of issues.
What?
I said sports ball just does nothing for me.
Sorry, I thought you said sports bulge, and I was about to go...
Ooh, no, that does many things. Sports ball, though, not really my shtick.
Yeah, no. Rah, rah, go team, do the thing, get the point. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck Wesley.
Like,
I only like hockey
I don't know.
because it's just murder on razor blades.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know how you can make a game about a bunch of sweaty men tackling each other boring, but they manage.
It's just like, I compare football because it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's, you kick the ball and then you all jump on each other. And then you have to do this very slowly up and down the field, and people are into this?
And there's so much stopping and starting, it's the worst.
Exactly. And then, you know, the man in the, you know, the ref has about to be like the man in the white and black stripes.
The man.
has to come out and wave his arms around when somebody does a naughty. Meanwhile, in hockey, it's put the disc into the net, do this as aggressively as possible, and if somebody does something you don't like, hit them in the face.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm not big on the sports ball, but hockey, like, fires up my inherent bloodlust, so I'll accept it.
It's the closest we have to modern day blood sport, and I can appreciate that.
Pretty much. Also, coming from a town that once upon a time was actually pretty fucking good at it, allowed me to actually have enthusiasm, as opposed to our football team, which is a joke.
It's good.
No. Snack go in mouth.
not down shirt.
No. Alright.
Yep.
Well,
I think Zoe's gonna have to jump out and jump back in.
You,
What if I can incorporate this as a plot element? Dreadfussy just blips in and out of existence a lot.
I was gonna say, yeah,
It's rough.
Dreadfussy is having, like, due to
bad-
stress from last episode, maybe, like, too much of that unique booze from Yersinia plus the medications from Havelock.
Mhm.
Temporal weirdness.
Mm.
I've heard
Temporal
of dumber
weirdness
shit.
ensues.
I like the idea that
Also,
she-
they're a dimension hopper by default.
yeah, she has a rock to stop that happening. In fact, I've decided that her teleport powers don't work while she's holding that rock, or at least she thinks they don't. Because let's be fair, it's a rock with a smiley face drawn on it. It might be a placebo effect. I refuse to choose.
This being the collection, maybe it is sentient.
It's just
The problem is
she
you're saying a
drew the
smiley face,
on.
and what I'm picturing is just a rock. Since we were talking about hockey, I'm just picturing a rock with Gritty's face on it.
That's better than the actual.
Just staring maniacally,
mm.
because like that was when Nick, when you mentioned like the idea of it being sentient,
Hmm.
just the sentient Gritty rock.
Oh god, Gritty. Gritty is... What a fun character. Anyway,
Powerful.
journal entries, then we begin proper.
E.
You can go first, I can go first, I don't care which.
Oh, you mean
wait,
from
shit, we be-
reading the fucking things from the fucking thingamajig, right?
I do,
Were we
yes.
live?
That
I
fucking
died-
thingamajig.
I died while we went live.
Yeah, we've been live for like
Yeah, we've been live for about
10,
5
like,
minutes.
yeah.
Where-
We've been live a while now.
Oh, the journey thus far. There we go. Okay, I'll go first. Where the fuck did I put it? Okay. From the from the I can't even pronounce the shit that I actually write. From the grimoire of Yersinia Clymenus. To say that Dreadfussy is a liability is like saying uranium is unstable. It drastically misses the point of how dangerous the whole issue is. Of course, liabilities like uranium can have their own uses, and what Dreadfussy has said about her past has me intrigued. If she has been put through the sort of heretical practice I suspect that she has, look at me talking about heresy, even defrocked as I am, still I at least have some standards, then she might be very valuable, be it now or be it later, as herself or as parts. For now, however, she's a blunt instrument who must be directed by carrot or by stick or by Lucatome if it becomes absolutely necessary. I do rather hope that it won't be. That's messy stuff. Meanwhile, Havelock, becoming ever more thrall of that eldritch thing on his hip, is hardly surprising and not particularly upsetting in comparison to the chaos of everything else. He's acting very scared about it, but he may as well relax and lean into the power he's sacrificing himself to tap into, as there's no sensible way to reverse the process at this point. And the only thing I'm concerned about on that front is if the book gets peckish for a spot of necromantic wisdom. At least Mithraia not needing to sleep means my back is watched at all times, and for all that I need her, she still needs me if she ever wants me to fix what I broke. As for myself, a Thanergetic battery could be key to my next steps in study. If I can feed into the thing enough and overload it with Thanergy, it might just be possible to finally rend the veil between this world and the world of the dead. And if the veil can finally tear, maybe I can finally glimpse the Sanctus Sanctorum I seek. Maybe what I've broken can, in fact, be mended. Maybe the shattered teacup can rise from the floor and become whole. Maybe if soul and body can be united on this side of the veil and made incorruptible, then they can be made so on the opposite as well. It is madness to try, but I'd go more mad to not attempt it. I believe it's your turn, Havelock.
From the Scrawlings of Havelock Chamberlain. Today has only cemented my concerns about Dreadfussy. She once again proved most effective in combat, then promptly had a breakdown about it, culminating in her drinking what I still believe is a terminal amount of alcohol, followed by incoherent ramblings about having died before. So, you know, another day in her company. I'm beginning to worry that she has some serious trauma, and as much as I'd like to help her work through it, I have neither the temperament nor the training to be of any real use to her. And my more pressing concern at present is making sure that she doesn't drag the rest of us along with her self-destructive episodes. I suppose a summary of the day is in order, so after Yersinia finally woke up from what seemed like a very intense trip on some of the local flora, she immediately set about trying to get her bearings. I caught her up to speed and gave her a bit of my new energy draught formula, then told her what we had learned the day before about the artifact we were here to collect, the Thanic Battery, or some such. This got her attention like nothing I've ever seen before, and I swear, the only thing keeping her from charging off to gather the thing immediately was the lack of its exact whereabouts. Then she met Dreadfussé, and that was a rather convoluted conversation, but in the end, we planned our actions for the day. Assassinate the Goblins' war boss, and likely shatter their ability to organize as factions begin relentlessly infighting, and deal with the rest however we could. I'll spare you the worst of the particulars, but suffice to say we all managed to use our talents quite well. There was a large bit of fire, and in the end I absorbed not just the war boss, but also his dragon mount. All of us had some lovely dragon bone trophies, and Dreadfussé was already feeling guilty about the combat because of past actions, I think? Which leads us back to perilous amounts of alcohol, and poor Nebby having to carry her back. All of that aside, I had a talk with Yersinia afterwards, and she brought up a fair point. I think I'm well past the point of no return in the book, and I should probably just embrace whatever it is I'm becoming. I can't pretend it doesn't feel incredible to use it. And I have been doing what I've always wanted, traveling to amazing new places and learning as much as I can about, well, anything that strikes my fancy, really. I have a lot of questions about what existing as a page in the book might be, and I have a sinking feeling that the book prevents me from dying to stop me escaping it, not because it makes me more useful to it. But dwelling on it does me no good. Whatever comes of this, I plan to make the most of it. And if the entries I've been reading are anything to go by, I have centuries to worry about it at least. And thus concludes Havelock's scrawlings.
All right, so I presume we're going to start with everybody waking up and Dreadfussé experiencing the joy of being that level of hungover.
Yeah, no, this is the worst hangover you've ever had.
Yeah, this is next level nightmarish.
Yep. The vomit bucket is half full. You don't remember throwing up at all.
You don't remember eating the carrots that are in the bucket.
Yeah. I think, actually, yeah. I'm gonna lean into I don't remember what got on air or not now because everything's a blur for both me and the character now. It seems because of my internet issues, but I think she kind of like tries to get up and then sort of glitches, like just. Like, oh god, Into the Spider-Verse. Oh, that's where my brain's trying to get it from. It's that. She tries to move, she goes, and just falls back into bed. The stone
Yersinia is going by and sees this and is like, both of her hyper thin eyebrows all the way up into the hairline.
It's a handy trick.
Like if they could go any farther, those eyebrows would be on the back of her fucking cranium right now.
Brilliant.
She kind of turns and looks at Havelock and is like, "Did you just see that?"
Havelock is just like, oh dear. Oh dear. What is it this time?
Not 1 minute in, the bullshit has begun.
I mean, this whole game is bullshit. Just lean into it.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Lean into it. That's how it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm kind of imagining Havelock like being like, maybe if we ignore it, it'll go away.
Yeah, kind of. Like she's like, oh.
Yeah, that's generally.
She said she has a rock. Helps keep her grounded or something. I don't know.
Where is the rock?
She lifts the rock out of her pocket, like, and puts it back in.
I'm not going to recommend eating it just yet.
It's not an eating rock. Why do you eat so many things?
What?
Yersinia looks at have you been eating rocks in my absence?
No. I meant that maybe it'd be more potent if it's small enough to swallow whole, maybe it'd be more potent that way.
I mean, if you swallow it, it's eventually going to come out the other end, and then you have to re-ingest it. That's going to be worse.
That's going to be the worst bit. That's true.
I would personally recommend if you could break it down, like using a sliver inserted under the skin, possibly into the subcutaneous fat, maybe the upper arm.
Your idea works too. Thoughts, Dreadfussy?
Imagine Dreadfussy just looks and goes...
Dreadfussy just flops out of bed, face first. Just...
Oh dear. Let's get you, Also, and Havelock does, at this point, get closer, and is trying to talk quietly, and is just like, you feeling alright, friend?
I feel like... an elephant trod on me.
Ah, yes. Oh, let me guess. Iron, just rail spikes being driven into your temples, sinus pressure like you wouldn't believe, light and sound hurt a lot.
I don't know what those words mean, but yes.
Oh, yeah. Let's get you a nice, greasy breakfast.
Yeah.
It's gonna take more than grease to overcome, Plauto's whiskey.
Oh, of course.
We're gonna be at this a while.
Well, that's what all the... Well, Havelock just points to their alchemy stage. That's what all the flora is for.
If you get her so high that she's screaming about... What was it, teen? Orange teen? What was the name of that stupid fucking color we
Octarine?
came up with? Octarine.
That one.
Then we're gonna have a minute.
Okay, fair.
I don't remember what that was.
But it'd probably still be better than this.
Okay, valid.
Counterpoint.
Counterpoint.
All right.
At least then she can have the joyous experience of seeing colors from out of, the color out of space while experiencing a migraine. I'm sure that's fine.
Ah, yes, I know a man who knows the color out of space. Speaking of, and Havelock does just take one of the little vials off of, a small bandolier, or, a small, pouch of them that he just carries, and just hands one to Dreadfussy. Drink?
She just about drinks it. I don't know why I made that noise.
It's not the most pleasant tasting, and it goes down a little sludgy, but it does help. It's not the most pleasant, I know, but it's the best hangover cure I've concocted yet. For you, it'll help.
It has raw egg texture.
Yeah, let's get you some food.
Egg.
Yep. Let's... raw egg is one of the ingredients. Raw Gorgon egg, specifically.
Your city is suddenly trying to remember whether Gorgons do the eggs come out of the pear. Questions I don't actually want answers to.
Oh, are you sure? Havelock knows.
Oh,
Havelock knows where the eggs come from.
Havelock, that's going to be your secret, just like I know all about those signs in the collection, which I will never tell you about.
But I want to know!
Sorry, it's a private joke. You would have had to have been there.
Sigh! I like the idea of Havelock dramatically saying the word sigh aloud.
Yes.
It's very fun.
That. Is it? But those posters.
No. And Havelock is no vomiting. The potion needs to do its work.
It's just the egg taste.
Yeah, you'll get past it.
Pinch the spot between your thumb and first finger, like that section of webbing.
Mm-hmm.
Actual fun fact, this actually does work. It's a good anti-nausea spot. It'll help. Just right there.
Oh yeah, I've been
do that, and realizes that she's not human because she doesn't have that. Possibly,
Okay.
I don't know. That's just tries to do that. I don't think tieflings have one of those.
Oh,
Your loss.
unfortunate for yeah. How sad for you.
Well, guess you're fucked. Just,
Yep.
just if you do puke it up, just you'll have to drink it back down. Consider that
Mm-hmm.
before you throw up.
Think that made it worse. Anyway,
Your Cynthia
Havelock.
just kind of comes along, like slaps her jaw, or slaps her hand onto the underside of Dreadfus's jaw. Just hang in there a minute.
Yep.
These don't take long.
We'll get you some food in the meantime.
Yes.
And
Mithraea, go find some eggs and fry them.
more
Mithraea's
egg.
like, where the fuck am I going to find eggs? I don't know. Get creative.
I mean, I don't know that any of the natural fauna here lay eggs. Most of them seem to be mammals. Sweet, delicious mammals.
Mithraea's like, so what you're telling me is to go get testicles then?
Ooh,
Prairie
that could work.
oysters, anybody?
Been a while, but I could go for some. Why not?
Mithraea, like, gets Nebulous, let's go hunting!
Nebulous just perks up at the word hunting. Okay!
They just sprint off and
Yup.
presumptively find something large and masculine with probably rather excessive prairie oysters.
Oh, yes. Like, these things are they're coming back with things the size of fucking watermelons. It's gonna be incredible. The creatures on this place grow to truly magnificent sizes.
Yeah, they come hauling back with this, God in heaven only knows what, some bison thing.
Oh, I'm thinking, like, truly enormous horned creature, like...
Yeah.
Skin so thick you could make fucking houses out of it. Like, this is gonna be truly enormous. It's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm picturing, like, some of the prehistoric, like, bison that are the size of, like, a Hummer. Well, no, even bigger than that.
Yeah.
Like, those things were huge. Just, yeah, they come hauling this son of a bitch back, dead, thankfully.
And, like, Havelock, for their part, while Havelock is, still, they're just cooking up some of the last of the meat that's left from the hunt a few days back. You're...
I don't want to be fussy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God. Are you a vegetarian?
This is a bad place to be a vegetarian.
No, just a lesbian.
What?
I really would rather not eat the semen, please.
What? Oh.
It's not semen till it comes out.
True. Technically,
way,
it's just
your Cynthia
testicular fluid.
Yeah. Your Cynthia has, like, rolled up her sleeves and is busily helping to butcher the whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, God, yeah, no, it's a big old thing. And yup.
I just don't want to. I don't want to eat balls. If I just don't want to eat balls, man.
Your loss.
Yeah, that's your Cynthia. Your loss.
Yeah, you see her both just like eagerly butchering this thing. Yeah, your loss, I guess.
She's like pulled off the major part of her habit. This is probably the most undressed you've ever actually seen her.
Oh my God, she's bearing shoulders.
Like,
how scandalous.
Like, for context, and for anybody who's trying to picture what this looks like, if you've ever played Bloodborne and you've, like, messed around with the choir attire, basically she has, like, the choir's undergarments, more or less, which is, like, leggings, tights, or whatever you want to call it. Basically what amounts to, like, short pants or bloomers, but anyway, long of short, she kind of needs to because she is fully inside this thing's ribcage, like, stomping on the connectors between rib and spine to dislodge things.
Havelock is occasionally distracted by seeing this much of Yersinia.
Yeah, also distracted by the loud crunch noises that are being emitted.
It's helping. This is Havelock we're talking about, and it's helping.
Yeah. I'm not sure it's not helping Dreadful either, honestly.
Meanwhile, Nebulous and Havelock are just going to town on this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Havelock does manage to get the testicles off and is just like, all right, let's cook these up.
Delicious balls.
Some sweet, delicious balls.
I've eaten just about everything, Except for brains. I draw a line at brains and eyeballs.
Prion diseases are pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah. Prairie oysters are fine, though.
Mhm.
Like, it honestly...
You need to, like, you need to cook them well. Like, the thing
Yeah.
about stuff that's all tissue like that is you kind of need to, like, braise them or, like, make sure
Yeah.
they cook in their own juices.
Yeah, no, they're fantastic. They're... I don't know whether they're my favorite organ... Honestly, my favorite organ meat is probably sweetbreads. Thymus is great.
I know, my girlfriend is very... My girlfriend will eat... Hell, my girlfriend has eaten, like... My girlfriend has eaten brain before, actually. And she's quite fond of it. Because my girlfriend
Brains
is
are just
actually a zombie.
Brains, like, the thing for me is, honestly, I'm not too concerned about the prion disease whole thing, because I would be eating the brains of things that would have that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more that they have the texture of scrambled eggs, and I can accept that on an egg. I cannot accept that on a piece of meat.
She ate I think it was fried monkey brain?
Are you sure that your girlfriend isn't just, like, an escapee from an Indiana Jones film?
I know, right? I know. But no, like, she also adores pig intestine. It's like one of her favorite things to eat.
Never done pig intestine.
That
never
and
been a fan
fried
of
snake.
tripe.
She's also very fond of fried snake.
I have the eating one. I'm a fussy eater because of textures.
I'm a bit fussy with food.
I watched a friend eat a pigeon once, and that was enough for me.
Oh.
Honestly, that's probably fine.
I mean,
Just
yeah.
cook it, it's fine. Just pigeon.
Yeah.
It's not even that weird.
They're a common enough creature.
It's funny the way
Like,
some things, like, some things don't bother me texture-wise, and then some things do. Like, for example, I'm
I
also
don't like
not a
when
huge
meat gets
fan
all
of
stringy.
Bone marrow? Like, Bun actually likes bone marrow, which surprises me, because normally Bun is not on board for that kind of thing. But Bun enjoys
that's
bone marrow, I do
wild.
not.
I have some mental images right now.
Yeah, I'm just picturing Bun sucking the marrow out of bone.
Well, the thing is, you never actually, it's never that cool. Like,
Oh, I see. Because I've watched my dad do
It
that.
actually looks like, and yet I'm still imagining the persona doing it. Just
No, I've been in video calls with Bun enough that I'm imagining Bun himself doing this. It's just funny to me. Because I'm just picturing
like,
Bun like snapping a bone in half and sucking the marrow from it like some kind of hard ass.
Yeah, not so much. Bun is still soft. Bun prefers to be in a restaurant and have the bones brought out, like, pre-roasted and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that makes more. That fits more.
Yeah, I mean,
I think parts of this conversation are happening in character.
I hope so.
Like, they're kind of half
We
and half,
should-
honestly.
We should have Bun guest on this sometime. It
At
would
some
be
point,
so
we do need
fun.
to have Bun along for the ride.
Bully
Like,
Bun into playing with us. It'll be so fun.
I'll do my best. Give me a minute.
I try and bully Lottie, but she can outbully
Oh, God,
me.
excuse me.
It takes a
Into
lot to
the
outbully
mic.
Lottie. That's fair.
Yeah, she's powerful.
Powerful's a word for it. Other words that jump to
Word.
mind: cantankerous.
It's the word I've chosen. I love her. Please.
We love her too. I don't know. Put a meat pie on a string and drag it past her. Maybe she'll join us.
Exactly.
Yeah, drag it into a box that says Nebulous Collection.
It'll be great.
So anyway, breakfast gets fried.
Yep, breakfast gets made. Havelock and Yersinia are going to town on this thing's truly impressive number of testicles. Like, prodigious.
Yeah, your city is like looking at, again, she is on some level an anatomist, and she's looking at this going like, why does it need 5 of them? Why 5?
God, jizz a lot, man.
Things should be it's not the number. They can have as many as they want. But it's
precious.
uneven.
It's an
This
odd number.
does
That
not
is weird.
match.
Maybe it's a
It
mutant.
doesn't make sense. I don't know. I mean, it could be.
I mean, humans with
But
3
there was
testicles
nothing-
exist.
I mean, it could be like it's
True.
missing one, and there's supposed to be one more.
Oh,
So
could
That
be.
could also be true.
Well,
Maybe
we just
that's
don't know.
actually it. Because if it's got lots, then that prevents if one gets damaged.
It does.
Yeah.
And certainly they popped up. Maybe they're geared to like eventually stop working and then like pick up the next set like truck wheels.
Could be. Could be.
The truck nuts.
Oh God, no!
I didn't even think.
Fuck! Damn it!
Jesus Christ, we're so far.
This presumes we were ever on rails.
Yeah, no, like, this is the Nebulous Collection. What the fuck do you expect? If you're not here to listen to us rant about testicles for 40 fucking minutes, leave.
Yeah, testicles and organ consumption.
Yup.
Christ.
Oh my god. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your city, like, everyone eats. Everyone has enough.
Mm-hmm.
More than enough.
Havelock has prepared, like, some good, just some nice meat, about, focusing on fattier meats, for Dreadfusse.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, bacon, some really nice, like, a couple of steaks with, like, just perfect marbling.
Yeah. Yeah, the good.
Like, some of their
not
shit
the
looks
filet,
almost
more of the-
sushimi-esque, almost.
Yeah, Yersinia may have definitely cut, like, part off the, like, filet chunk and is just eating it raw.
I'm here for the balls. Excellent. Welcome.
But yeah,
Well,
I don't
buckle
think
in, kids.
Drepsate will definitely eat good food if given it, but
Mm-hmm.
she don't give a shit. She's just eating anything that's cooked.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Hold still
I mean,
long
she
enough.
does enough. The one thing she clearly thinks the balls are too salty or something. She's not going for them.
Oh yeah,
Everything
no,
else is
Havelock
fine.
hasn't given her any. She asked not to. And
Yeah.
Havelock believes in consent.
Yes.
Well,
we don't want to put balls in anybody's mouth who doesn't want them.
it's true.
Havelock mind torturer believes in.
You
I'm
know, if
sorry.
he likes a person, he believes
If
in
he likes
consent.
a person-
It's subjective.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
listen.
Thing.
Havelock believes in consent for people. What he considers people can change.
Pray he never changes his mind about you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's a possibility actually.
Mm.
You'd have to do something real bad for Havelock to do that, though. Like,
Yeah.
you'd either have to do something really fucked up, or more importantly, you'd have to you'd have to get someone killed.
Yeah, there's no chance of Dreadful doing that.
None
That's
whatsoever,
definitely
None
we
at
hope.
all. You are
Well,
just fine.
That's definitely didn't fire a lightning bolt at one of our teammates yesterday, from their perspective.
Yeah, no, be a real shame if she were to do something like that. Real shame.
I like the idea that Havelock is just sort of dropping quote unquote subtle hints about this at the breakfast table. And
Yes.
just
Yeah, this is essentially the
increasingly
equivalent of
getting
the-
more worried.
Be a shame if something happened to you.
Yeah, really. Out here in the middle of nowhere. Out in the jungle where no one could hear you scream.
Now I'm picturing Havelock having sprouted like an army hat that's full of leaves and like, shoe polish under his eyeballs.
Lol.
The tattoos are a lovely vine green today.
They've got little leaves. Oh my god.
I think just Drefsa's just sat here trying to do as soon as she's past the most of the worst of the hangover, she's probably just doing her wonderfully fake smile and occasionally just glitching.
Yeah,
horrifically.
that is
Yeah,
the
the
one
glitching
thing.
Is significant.
Yeah, once you get past the like just semen-esque / sludgy texture of the hangover cure, it's quite helpful.
Yeah.
And getting some food in your stomach also helps a lot.
Yeah. She's
And Havelock, at this point, tosses you a full water skin and is like, drink.
Yeah, yeah.
All of it.
She just drinks it all.
Good.
Look, if you hand Dreadfrey a bottle, she will drink it all pretty much unprompted.
Excellent.
Yes,
Well,
we know. We're
this
familiar
time
with
it's
this
water.
habit.
This time it's what?
As opposed to like at least a quarter of my personal stash.
Yeah.
Oh,
How much
are you
was-
familiar with how to make that stuff? Because it seems really interesting, and I'd like to learn.
Well, I can kind of walk you through it. It's a process.
I'm
would
familiar
like-
with distillation as a process.
Yeah,
It's...
we'd need to be back in the collection.
Oh, I'm
I would
happy to
like
help.
not to be there when this is taught because that's knowledge I should not be given. I think perhaps.
Clearly.
Yeah, that's fair.
How much was in that?
Well, if it's a cask, at least a few gallons.
It's trying to remember where exactly it falls on the scale. Bear in mind that this is from my planet, so it's a cask scaled up to people like me. Bear in mind, I am
I've
6.5
seen you.
feet tall.
Havelock is like,
I mean,
shit, is everyone on your planet your size? I thought you were just tall.
I mean, I am a little exceptional, but generally people class above 6 feet where I come from.
And Havelock is just staring at you like, oh.
Yeah, no, Mithraia is taller than I am.
Oh shit, Mithraia is?
Like, not by a lot, but like by an inch or two.
Yeah, no,
It's
looking at
hard to tell
Mithraia's
because
skeleton,
she-
yeah.
It's hard to tell because she doesn't have, meat.
Yep. Havelock is like, oh. And Havelock just has a look of, oh fuck. Oh, they're hot. Oh no.
Yes, a planet of hot, tall weirdos who drink very powerful scotch.
Yup. Just hot, hard drinking, tall necromancer ladies who all seem a little scary. This feels exactly up Havelock's alley. I'm like, oh, I see.
Take a deep breath.
Nibirius just pats Havelock on the head. Nibirius knows how Havelock gets.
So yes, exactly how much you drank? Something in the range of a quarter. Certainly something that would have killed me.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's
You're welcome, by the way.
now. I am.
Oh,
I know
yes.
that
Had to
I'm,
pop
like,
in several
bald at the
times to
mo-
give you shots just to keep you alive.
Yeah. To be blunt, I'm quite tall, but my alcohol tolerance is around that of
5-year-old
Sure.
child, yes.
yeah, no, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't know how high the tolerance of your 5-year-old children is.
Not much.
Your city is like, I'm not going to comment.
Look, I don't know.
Listen, when
She
you're
co- she comes
5
from
and you break
Skeleton
into
Land.
Dad's whiskey collection thinking it's fun colored drinks to drink, and suddenly everything's very spinny.
Gerson is like, no, you don't understand. Where I come from, like, this is just what you drink. Water is not always all that safe.
Oh, yeah, no, listen, table wine and table beer exist for a reason.
Yes.
I mean, I neither had. I mean, yeah. Actually, to be fair, like I'm surprised there was as much water around as there was. I think people made it with magic or something, but also I did.
Was was
Sure.
where you came from half the utopia, it sounds like? Because being
have
able to make
no-
food and water and revive
Oh,
the
no, yeah.
dead.
Yeah, you could just find a druid. They could make food and water. It was a spell called. She sort of strokes her chin, like trying to remember, and she's like, "Make." I think it's called create food and water. Not entirely sure.
Interesting.
Your city is like, when we get Whackbat back, we have to let him know about this place where essentially the laws of, how matter can and cannot be created and destroyed are apparently garbage.
Oh, yeah, he'll
I
love
think
that.
his head will explode.
It'll be fun to watch. He'll immediately start trying to find it, and then do
Oh, yeah.
experiments there. It'll be amazing.
It's a thing. Magic is kind of like. I honestly have no clue how my magic still works because it. I'm trying to remember how they. I talked to a smart wizard about it once, but he didn't explain it very well. Something about weave, like there's a supply of magic in the air, and so you're not creating something out of nothing. You're creating something out of ambient energy,
Hmm.
and then creating matter from that.
That jives with my understanding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if you
energy.
use too
Magic is
much,
just
or you're in an area
energy
with
that
no
you're.
weave, it doesn't work. But
Oh, I mean, magic is just
fairly sure
energy
there's no
that you're
weave.
choosing to direct. That's all it
Essentially.
is. It's just another type of science, really.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Indeed.
So, yesterday,
What next?
eventful. We accomplished quite a bit.
Yes, we did.
Though I'd say the most impressive feat we had was keeping you alive, Dreadfusse.
I offered to bring you back after you were dead, but the problem is that is not my forte.
It would have been interesting. For us, more than you, I think. But interesting, nonetheless.
It's
Do endeavor not to die.
yeah, I
In
genuinely tried.
future, do endeavor not to die.
I like it. This is really close to Dreadfuss's face, and he's like,
Yes! Vlok is now uncomfortably close to you.
the it's not quite glitching, but she's very much trembling. Like
Yeah.
it's a little bit glitchy. She's leaving behind trails of
Slowly
3D
backs
glasses color.
Slowly sits back down where he was, keeping eye contact the entire time, looking annoyed.
And Yersinia also kind of glances at Dreadfuss and goes, also, while I understand that, in the heat of the moment, in the heat of the night,
If she actually does that, Havelock is immediately distracted and confused.
yes, she actually did. Like, one thing that I'm just going to establish as a character trait of Yersinia is that she regularly goes into, like, the musical collection of the collection, and, like, she spends a ton of time working away in her lab, so she's got to have music to jam to.
Yes!
She is incredibly well-versed in a bizarre, like, melange of music. It doesn't make any godforsaken fucking sense.
Yeah, Havelock immediately turns to look at Yersinia, confused and alarmed.
Yes.
Regardless, heat of the night or no, I understand that in the heat of the moment, it can feel like, your desire to shoot the dragon was not out of hand. However, just endeavor in future to get a head count before you start. Just try. I know that that's hard because, we all
like,
have our demons, but
I am one.
let's just say that, like, it's not me that you would have to worry about. I am probably the most killable thing in this party, frankly.
Dreadfuss looks. My brain's gone. Looks at Yersinia. Looks at Havelock. Looks at the giant skeleton in the corner.
Yes, the
looks
Yersinia
at the
gestures
vampire and is
at
like,
Mithraia in particular and goes, she, however, she would be very cross with you if you killed me. Very cross.
I have impulse control issues.
You don't say.
I feel like I might need just a little bit of help on some of them. Notably the ones that involve she gestures like glug glug. She's not saying it, but yeah, she's asking you to not let her near alcohol anymore, to be clear.
Yes. It's like, I can make sure that there's no more booze anywhere near you.
Yeah, it's
within reason.
Havelock sitting there literally sipping from a flask as Yersinia says this, looks
Look,
awkwardly and puts it away.
Yersinia looks at Havelock. Look, I said anywhere near Dreadfuss. Like in like What are we going to say? 3 feet? Just back up a foot. Socially distance your boozing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I can.
Because I'm not going to stop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fair.
maybe swap up the pocket it's in as well in case I dive.
I would
Half-Life-
just as a warning.
Yeah,
I would
Half-Life suddenly
not
looks
put your hand
concerned.
into any of my pockets
Yeah,
without knowing
it's
what's
like-
in there first.
Yeah, do be careful about my pockets. Some of them bite back.
Yes.
No.
Like the mandible bear trap that's down in one of them, I don't know where it is. But I'm going
Havelock.
to let you know that it's somewhere.
Havelock hears mandible bear trap and immediately looks very intrigued. Just intrigued.
Yes. Oh my god. Yeah.
To be
no.
clear, Dreadful is thinking, right, yes, definitely don't stick my hand in the pockets. Right, got it. Yes.
No, don't stick anything. Because in addition to the fact that whatever goes in there may encounter bad things, if you think that I can't feel a pickpocket,
I'm not. No, I'm not like a. No, I'm not big on stealing without returning the thing later, and it's hard to
I'm
do that
not
when you've
cons-
drunk it.
What?
I'm not gonna steal your booze and drink it.
Good.
Good.
But like, I can't say I didn't steal things because I still have to get this diamond back to the owner.
I don't like your odds. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, me too. Oh, geez. I don't know if my ramble about this Coke energy drink that I got gifted
Oh
is gonna
god.
get in, but it tastes of Coke.
Wait,
but
Coke
also
is in
just not.
Coca-Cola or Coke is in
Yeah,
the
it's
old
a
energy drink
Coca-Cola.
cocaine?
No, I can't buy cocaine energy drinks because England has banned cocaine. Believe it or not,
I believe
And
that. They're
I
terrible.
cannot admit to that on Twitch.tv. Also, there are other reasons, but particularly I have an uncomfortableness around cocaine. But like other drugs in Minecraft are perfectly fine with me, but that's a particular one where I'm just like I'm uncomfortable near this. But
It's also not a very fun drug, frankly.
no, that's kind of
yeah, I
the
was going
thing.
to
It's
say,
just like,
why not espresso? Maybe that's just me because coffee sends me into orbit, but
Yeah,
And the problem with
Like-
Coke is that you do Coke and then you're like, you feel amazing for 10 minutes and then you're like, man, I want more Coke. This is the problem with it.
yeah,
yeah, that's,
yeah.
God,
Yeah.
what was I can't remember where. I can't believe that we're talking about this, but there was a thing where I was like, cocaine. I was reading. It was like a humorous. It's like cocaine is amazing. It turns you into a incredibly happy person who's just in pursuit of more Coke.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
That is exactly what
Yeah.
it does in no uncertain
And-
terms.
And of course, Twitch, in case you don't like us discussing this, we are talking about Coca-Cola, the very addictive soft drink. Do not drink it.
once upon a time, regardless of
Minecraft.
the discussion, it would actually apply. Again, you have demons in your blood. You should do cocaine about it,
It's true.
or laudanum,
Or
or
laudanum.
both.
One
One
the
in the
real.
morning to wake you up, and one in the afternoon to put you back to sleep.
That's the
Yeah,
real
this- but yeah,
dream.
this energy drink I've got, it's supposed to take of Coca-Cola Zero, and it says it tastes of Coca-Cola Zero mixed with a Monster Energy, and that's not nice.
That
that's
sounds
like-
repugnant.
I thought I'd like this. I thought it would just taste like Coca-Cola.
My
Honestly,
epiglottis just did
that's
something
why I didn't
very
drink it on
unpleasant
stream.
in
But now
response
it's
to that idea.
it's just garbage. I
If
wish I'd
I
drunk this on
vomit
stream
up-
so I could torture myself in a more entertaining fashion.
If
But
I
no,
vomit up all of the cheese and booze I've just consumed, I'm going to be very upset with you, Zoe.
Okay.
Very
I'm not gonna be
upset.
talking about energy drinks anymore because
Done. We're moving on.
talking about Dreadful literally vomiting is not
Yes.
a problem, but the energy drink is.
Yeah, bad energy drinks? That shit
That's
makes
what
my
it's called.
stomach churn.
Oh.
You know what really gets my bile churning? Coca-Cola energy drinks.
I don't want to know what gets your bile churning.
I
sir.
hate that fucking... God, I will never forgive the Outer Worlds for having that be a fucking line. If you fuck over Reed Thompson, he's waiting for you at the factory and he says that. First thing he says to you when you interact with him.
Wait, what?
He says that! If you fuck over Reed
What?
Thompson, he looks at you and says, you know what really churns my bile?
Yes.
It's like, Jesus Christ, Reed, what?
Oh my god.
Then I
Oh
shot
my
him in the
God.
face and took his fancy hat. Was great.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that sounds like you.
I'm a great activist, let me tell you.
But yes, we're playing a game. So
We
Theoretically.
sure
out
are.
loud to a load of people that are eating breakfast with her.
Are we? What?
I don't know what we're doing. We're glitching in and out of time. Time and space. Time is fake.
Time is fake, space is a lie,
Yeah,
and the
None of
universe
us
is a
solid
machine.
object.
Yup.
yeah. To be clear, was the glitching happening during my sleep or beforehand? Because
I don't know. Hey,
think the
Mithraya, what
glitching
happened?
Mithraya's like, I think she started glitching when she woke up. I think she has to be awake to like glitch. I think
Fun.
well, I mean, at least I don't have to worry about doing it in my sleep. She sort of.
At least you're not
does a
literally
nervous
falling through the
smile and then
surface of the.
just again.
At least you're not literally falling through the ground. That seemed like a distinct possibility for a while.
yeah, that would be less than wonderful.
Oh yeah, no. Imagine reef solidifying inside the ground. That'd be really bad.
Yeah.
That's never happened, but now I'm
Like
terrified it
instant
will.
death levels of bad. Yeah.
I'm wondering though, would it instant death? Like this is the problem. You've got essentially two murderous academics who are curious.
Actually, now that I think, would the death
Yeah,
be
like-
instantaneous? Shit.
Would it be instantaneous? It also would kind of depend on how deeply she sunk, but also would it be a case of because depending on how she's glitching, would she simply
Displace the
become-
earth
yeah, would
around
she
her,
displace the earth
or
around her?
Jennifer
Would
said this
she-
as an existential crisis in the corner.
Would she merge with the earth and thus
Ooh.
not die?
that's a distinct possibility. Oh, would you
Or
lose the
would-
limbs if you managed to unmerge?
Yes, that's the question. Is would it be like is it like a hologram or
We'll need to test
Kind of
this.
like-
Glitching intensifies.
Well, I think we can confirm one thing about this is definitely stress related.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
What
it's-
if would
I think-
happen? What would happen if it was with another animal, though? Another living thing. Could we glitch her into a wall, like one of the mushroom walls?
Oh dear, that's a good
not-
question.
Oh.
Jennifer saying-
Dreadfussy, run at that wall!
Jennifer saying like, righty ho.
Wait, what? Dreadfussy, don't actually,
Actually,
don't actually do that!
No, she actually does it. I think she walks up the wall and just tries very hard to glitch through because what I'm headcanon causing this is a desire to not be here. So she tries to leave through the wall and fails.
frankly, I don't blame Dreadfest.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
Like,
I think I'm still corporeal.
Oh yeah, that's the funniest thing. I just picture Dreadfussy running at it, looking very intensely focused at the wall, and then just hitting it full force.
Yeah, full force.
Ooh.
Right in there.
Ooh.
oh, I think we have a whack bat.
Whackbat rushes in.
Yes, whack bat is
Whackbat,
here
you're just in time.
to test
What are we
physics.
You're just in time to watch Dreadfussy test physics.
Ooh.
She's been glitching in and out of reality all day, and she just ran straight into a wall face first. It was impressive.
I'm actually going to
Unfortunately, I have
headcanon
a
it.
PhD on that.
I was going to say, I'm going to actually like let's go with the idea that Whackbat like Dreadfest hits the wall, bounces off of it. As a result, just as that happens, the entry point from the fucking
From the collection,
archives,
yes.
the collection archive, goddamn, whatever. The collection opens up, and out comes Whackbat,
Yes!
summoned by physics.
Whackbat returns! Professor, you're back! And just in time for breakfast.
And
The
physics.
Enthusiasm's there, but need more force behind that to really crack that wall. Give it what for? What did I miss?
You're just in time for breakfast. Do you want it raw, medium rare? If you ask for well done, we have to ask you to leave.
I prefer my food merely unconscious.
A man after my own heart. All right. Well, sit down. There's enough testes to go around.
What are we testing today?
Large horned thing with too many testicles.
It's quite something. Scrumptious, even.
Oysters?
Yep,
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Delightful.
There's some other prime cuts if that's more your speed.
There's a lot of prime cut.
Oh yeah.
The prime cut is like the size of Dreadfusay.
Yeah, I know, this stuff is enormous. Yeah, this was a truly magnificent creature.
And now we're eating it.
And we take on a portion of their magnificence.
It's rich, tasty courage.
All right, so tenderloin aside and glitching aside, we've killed the goblin leader in spectacular flaming dancing wonder.
It was impressive, I must confess. And he knew so very many things.
Yeah, speaking of which, I believe our next step is finding that dragon shaman who may be human.
Sarkhan.
Yeah.
That was his name. Sarkhan Vol. What a name.
That bitch.
Yep. That bitch. That bitch who can turn themselves. That bitch what turns into a dragon.
Edgelord.
Yeah, a little bit.
Scaly edgelord.
Yeah, Sarka. I forget that AK is familiar with MTG. I like this.
Might be. Just a little bit.
A bit.
Just a touch.
I'm also quitting drinking, if that's okay.
Yes, we.
Oh yeah, this one tried to kill itself with drinking last night. It was an adventure.
A she, please. I'm the she her, please. I'm a human. No, I'm not. I'm a tiefling. Why did I say human?
Havelock just looks at you very confused.
Yersinia sips her tea.
I'm having a day, okay?
I've noticed.
Yeah, probably the worst hangover that I've ever seen, like, witnessed in a subject.
Genuinely nothing short of a miracle you're still alive.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad I'm still here.
Good.
I'm going to Havelock, given that, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that our good friend is lying.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Why would you think that?
Whackbat, by the way, what that zzz noise is basically our good friend Dreadfusay, like, glitching out of existence in a similar way to, like...
picturing Peter B. Parker in
Enter the Spider-Verse.
Exactly
yep, that's it.
Yep.
I know what's up.
I still need to watch that damn movie.
It's so fucking good.
I know! I've heard it's really good.
Yeah.
I just never got around to it. I don't know.
We'll get there.
I will.
All things in good time.
Should do a watch party or something. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, Dragon Shaman, anybody?
Dragon Shaman.
Dragon Shaman.
Yeah. I wonder how... Havelock just looks excited from... I wonder how much he knows.
We need to actually be able to use him to talk to the other dragons. Don't go eating everybody. When I said leave,
fine. Oh, wait, actually. So, I've been doing some more reading, and I think there's a thing I can do.
Yersinia looks at everybody and goes, we should probably back out of ingestion range.
When we get closer and put on goggles.
I love Whackbats. Alright, so Havelock does just open the book up to a page. And, is like, so, let's see if I can remember how to. And starts muttering something. And, It's weird. It sounds like a third-person narration of someone dying.
Hmm.
And then this, like, ghost just sort of starts to materialize. And it's the Goblin War Boss. And they're looking around confused and terrified.
Whackbat attempts to headbutt it.
Your head goes right through it. Just right through it.
Psychology.
Your city is sitting on the other side of the thing, puts one hand over her mouth. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope.
I
What
saw
the
that play.
fuck?
Wrench his soul back from the great beyond. Immediately roast it.
Avlok's like, yes, this book is quite something. I don't think it's them. Not really, at least. It's an imprint, a sort of shadow left behind. A sort of living memory? I don't know how else to describe it. It's weird.
It's-
Imprint.
Pardon?
An imprint?
Yes.
It
Seems to be something of an imprint of them.
Echo.
I suppose it's technically in the same vein as... You know that there's multiple types of hauntings, of course.
I
there's
may have gathered such. I may have learned a thing or two.
Yes, so this appears to be... And this is actually quite interesting. Your city is, like, suddenly up close and personal with Havelock.
It shrinks away from Yersinia in specific.
Yeah. I think that book, at least to some extent, is actually able to make, like, an echo ghost.
Ooh, that's
An echo-
fascinating.
It's not the full person, per se.
Hmm.
Or at least not... Because it's got all of them, but it's still somewhat limited. Most of what you're going to be able to get out of it is things that were happening to it at the moment where it died. Or in this case, got ingested.
Hmm. It looks sardonically at Yersinia when she mentions that. It's like, ah, yes. Being eaten. What an experience. This sounds nothing like it at all. And Havelock's just like, that's new. I didn't
Yeah,
know
Oh,
they
they
could.
talk.
I
Inner
didn't
soul
know they
there,
could
guys.
talk.
I didn't know they could be into war.
Everyone turns
And just looks at
Dreadfuss.
Dreadfuss.
What? Wait, I lived in a universe where sentient dragons exist. Of course, I know that exists.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes
Your city
sense.
stares into the camera like she's on The Office.
Uh,
Yersinia has
What am I
watched
going
The
to do,
Office. You will never know.
dispute The most futile dispute I can imagine.
But yeah,
Does
so
everyone
this
else
is a
know what war is?
this is a thing that exists. Looks like, yeah, I can summon them and
Interrogate?
ask. Yeah, mostly I can ask them questions and ask for particulars. Their pages aren't always the most informative.
I feel like this one would know where that shaman is, though. After all, if
mm,
they've been warring on humans,
mm,
they ought
Yep.
to.
that's true. Yeah, it looks. It's like, I'll never tell you anything, wretch. And then
Oh my God.
Havelock.
Oh, hold up. Hold the fuck up.
Oh,
You
we're
don't
doing
say
this
that to
now.
it.
Yup.
You don't say that to your city.
Yup.
Whackbat's going to step away.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Gonna get out of the splash zone.
Yeah, hang on a fucking minute.
First, yeah, no, Havelock and Whackbat both just start backing away.
Okay. Bear in mind, so your city is about to make this thing very, very unhappy.
Yep.
And again, she's not good at raising skeletons,
Nope.
but by God, she's good at dealing with ghosts. How many
Yes.
dice do I roll?
Yes, she. 3. This thing is still technically Havelock's thrall.
This thing's gonna have a real bad day.
Yup.
Like, it's not going to affect Havelock, I don't think, but
No,
it's
it
gonna be a
won't.
real bad day. That's a solid yes.
Oh God. All
At
right,
least
what
I
do we
think.
got?
Is it
Hold on.
Is
Evens or yeses, odds or nos.
yeah? So we
with
got an
varying
even. We've got a
degrees.
4.
Yep. Yeah, you've got a yes. Oh
Yeah,
my God, the
so-
dancing skeleton gif. Yes.
Yeah. It's back.
Excellent.
Dance, man, dance.
Well, time to put this back in the Twitch
Jump,
chat.
magic jump.
Yes. All right. So yeah, no. So this thing, this poor thing is just having a terrible time. Whatever Yersinia is trying to do to it, it works.
What I'm picturing is Yersinia just reaches out, and of course, everyone up till this point has just passed through this thing.
Yup.
Yersinia grabs it,
Yup.
and this time it works. And she grabs it around the throat, and you know those little squeezy dolls where the eyes and the ears pop out?
Oh God.
That is what she does.
It's at this point that Drevasay realizes what's going on and backs off.
Like, and she proceeds to just like shake it back and forth, like
Havelock for a moment
Hades in the
looks.
fucking Hercules movie with Painter Panic.
Havelock for a moment looks stunned, and then they're just like fixated on this in a very just drinking it all in sort of way. Like their eyes are glowing the same color as their
Yeah.
marks. This is doing things for them. And not
Yersinia,
just
like,
in the
"Don't
normal
get
way.
hungry."
Fell out.
Yersinia looks at Havelock. Don't get hungry. I've got work to do.
Easy for you to say.
Tamp down the hunger and the hard on.
Mm.
Keep it in your pants and or mouth.
Mm. Nebby! Require your assistance! No, in all seriousness, Havelock is just like trying their best to keep a lid on all of this.
And Yersinia's just, once she turns her attention back to it, she's like, you are going to tell us everything we want to know, and you're going to tell us now, because if you think this hurts, you have no idea how this is the beginning. This is fun. This is child's play. Have you ever been turned inside out, asshole, first?
It sounds like a giant orange being juiced.
I can do that, and I can leave you like that.
I think Nick might being turned inside out right now too.
This
Please
is all
breathe.
just
Please
an
do not die.
image. Okay. Fuck. Okay. That was the time. So yeah, this poor goblin is just like looking horrified and like, just like, just making panicked choking noises mostly.
Yersinia at this point lets go. Though she's still like keyed up to grab again if she needs to.
Yup. Thing just looks like really angry, but beyond that, it's like, what do you want to know?
Where is the dragon, human, shaman, whatever? What's his name?
Sarkon!
Thank you. Him.
He's at the peak. He's communing with the High Lords.
Interesting.
Yes, he communes with the Sky Lords.
All right, then to the peak and the Sky Lords we will go, I suppose.
Hello, hi.
Yes.
Goblin ghost. Hello. Dread to say. What's a Sky Lord? And is it a dragon?
It looks at you like you've just asked it, like, what color is the sky? Like,
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
like you've just asked it a very dumb question.
Yeah, this is why Dreadfusay decided to ask it rather than somebody else. She is
You
willing
do
to
not
take
know-
one for the team.
You do not know of the Sky Lords?
No, I'm a bit. She gestures to tail and horns, a bit of an outsider.
Hold
Um,
on.
Hang on one second.
And this thing needs to take a dice roller. There we go. Oh shit! It aced its check. Wow, wasn't expecting it to ace a willpower check like that, but it did. Yeah, no. It's just, the Sky Lords are our masters. They're the great ones.
So the big scaly winged things, just to be entirely clear.
How dare you compare the Sky Lords to such base creatures as the drakes
yeah, no,
we
this
ride?
Is what I'm asking, dude. Fucking. I just want to be sure. Okay, like last time I went looking for a Sky Lord, I thought I was looking for a big lizard, and it turned out to be God. Fucking don't want that to happen. I don't want that sort of thing happening. Okay, so describe the physical appearance of a Sky Lord, please.
It describes a dragon. It's a dragon, but big.
Trevor say face palms.
Yup. Describes a dragon. How this is different than any other dragon you've encountered?
I'm surprised at how unsurprised I am by this.
Yup. Yup.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Even the goblin looks at the rest of the group and back to Dreadfuss like,
You fucking serious right now?
yeah. Your city just is like, leave me out of it.
Do you know how to make sure that my punches hit this guy?
Your city is like, I'm sorry, like, I can't transfer necromant. That's you'd have to be a necromancer, and
Well,
you aren't. And this is not something that I can just imbue you with. So,
Trevor say sort of
why are you grabbing my hand?
cracks her fingers. Just like, okay. Well, she's just sort of mentally, as I look through my list of spells, looking through her list of spells, just sort of goes, okay. And then just sort of backhands them with a mage hand. Or attempts to.
It
Do we
doesn't
wanna roll
really.
some dice for that.
I don't care if this works or not, honestly.
Yeah,
Is
no.
it dramatic enough?
It's-
I'm kind of down with it just not working.
It's sufficiently dramatic, but I think it would be funny if it doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah. Just right through. Just ghost hand right through it. Just...
This thing's like looking confused. It's like looking at your glowing hand, back at its own body, back at your hand.
Yeah.
Like just a
Like-
look of
like,
like,
mage
was
hand
something
is
supposed to happen?
For the record, mage hand is like a ranged hand, so it's like she fires a ghost hand out of her real hand and it doesn't work.
Oh yeah, it looks at
My
that and it
picture
goes
is
right
that
through it.
It misses the goblin, passes by Whackbat, thankfully, and just like destroys a tree.
Oh no, it's nowhere near strong enough for that. It just
Oh, okay.
flops into the wall. This is
A particularly hearty thump.
yeah. For a mage hand, it's pretty tough. But that's
Yup.
kind of like saying for a glove, it's pretty hardy. This is like a glove slap at worst.
So yeah, the goblin's just sitting there, is now standing there like confused.
By the way, I posted exactly what it looks like when Yersinia grabs this thing.
Fucking good face.
Yes.
Well,
Perfect.
I'm on putting things in Twitch chat duty again.
Oh boy. But yeah, so he's on the peak. So we have to go to the peak.
Yep.
Yosin is kind of standing there trying to think. Didn't we have a discussion earlier about dragons in the air, or do you think they're not going to be that big of a problem for us? What do we think, everybody?
I mean, to be fair, the last ones weren't that tough. We did kind of, like, honestly, like, I took the tooth and all, but like, I've fought tougher.
Yeah, so far I haven't been super impressed by them.
Yeah.
So in that case, let's
General
not
thing.
worry about it. Let's just mount up and go.
Let's.
We've got a shaman to interrogate and a Thanergetic battery to retrieve.
Havelock, for their part, walks up to them and, like, does just dismiss them with a wave of their hand, and they're just gone.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I Look, you summon ghosts. How do I throttle one? Because right now...
You mean, how do you do this? Yersinia grabs the...
out of the book.
God
Reaches in.
Wait, no, I forgot. Fuck.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not touching the book. No, thank you.
Yeah, no, that would be a,
That would be a significantly bad move.
Yeah, like,
Sorry, I
you know,
thought I missed
feel
the
free to touch the book if you want, but,
fuck that, no.
I'm still feeling quite bad. A bit of a throttling mood, you know? You know when you get in one of those moods?
Yeah, save it for the ones who are still alive, Dreadfussé.
Yersinia is like, I exist in that mood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know whether that's a mood. Can that be a state of being?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Quite a rare mood recently. She
Apparently.
glitches again a little bit.
Zzz.
I'd really like if that would stop as well. That would be useful. That would be good. That'd be
That would be nice, but I don't think we're going to get, shit in one hand and wish in the other and see which one gets fuller first.
To be clear, that's a metaphor, right?
Yes.
Just being sure. Just being sure. Don't understand it, but let's fuck it. Mountain time. We're going to a mountain. Going to a mountain.
It's not.
Yersinia just summons her.
I
Yersinia
hope
just
so.
summons her fucking ghost mount
Yes.
and just goes. She's
And
she's so
just
fucking done at this point.
goes.
Just.
It's a tactical term.
Yup.
Oh no, Dreadfuss's ghost mount might not be her friend anymore, huh?
Oh yeah, for the record, Yersinia also does the thing where she wraps Mithraya around her body, like
Yup.
just stashes the leg bones and everything down, and just coils the spine around her waist.
Yep.
So she now also has a backseat driver.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Nibirius mounts up with Havelock, just looking like vampire cavalry again.
Yeah, he doesn't have to, but he likes to ride with Havelock.
He does. They're very cute together. It's all very sweet. Especially because Havelock is much smaller than him, and Nibirius is riding behind
Yes.
him. It looks very cute.
Okay, right. I drove say if she's still got the thing, I think she does, right?
Yes, she does.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she'll summon the horse again. She's like, okay.
Yep.
So
Havelock
she's
just
talking to it
leans
like-
back into Nibirius, looking very happy for a moment.
Dreadfuss's actually quite good with animals.
Mhm.
So like she talks to it a bit more human than
Oh, yeah.
most people do, but she actually does a pretty decent job of being like, look, I'm sorry, okay, like hands it a treat of sugar that's somehow there.
It eats it.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry, it was an accident with the wild magic, okay? Are we cool? Are
It looks nonplussed at you, but it accepts the sugar grudgingly.
bribed.
Yup.
I successfully bribed a horse.
Yup.
Be an Olympic sport.
Yep.
Women's 200-meter horse bribery.
Yeah. In which case, yeah, she's just coming along the horse.
Mm-hmm. All right. And yeah, everyone mounts up. Havelock double checks his pistol again, and makes sure everything's in good working order. And that is that.
Everyone takes off.
Yes.
Whackbat, how are you doing?
Turn my cane into a broom.
Into a vacuum cleaner?
Amazing.
No, broom. A vacuum cleaner. What the fuck is a vacuum cleaner?
Good question.
From 1890s Britain.
Yup. Good old 1890s Hoover.
We have
Wait, like a
mechanized
Henry
weapons
Hoover?
of war, not a vacuum.
Wait, hold on. Do
Yep.
Americans have Henry Hoovers?
I don't think they
I think we
existed
have
yet.
Hoover vacuums. Just not at this time period.
Yeah, where's the... There we are. There's an image of Henry Hoover. It's...
What?
You need to understand.
God!
My country is very weird.
Oh no. See, you said there's an image of Henry Hoover and Yin posted a really badass looking like horse thing and I'm like, what?
Yeah, no.
God, I
This is the
forgot
first
this
Google image,
existed.
so-
God damn
yeah.
it.
God, there's several of them.
I think-
there's one called... I've gone on Google Images. One of them's called fucking Charles.
Of course.
Why?
My favorite
And
thing
there's also
ever is
Henry
still
Hoover, the pink one with no other difference.
God damn it.
Because of course, sir.
My favorite one is still someone's like, I glued googly eyes onto my trash can lid so that when it gets full it looks concerned. It's very funny.
Oh, there's a fucking ton of them. Why there's so many Henry Hoovers with different names?
Great question.
I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of an existential crisis.
This feels like
keep playing the
Lego,
game, I'll
but
calm down.
vacuums.
It feels like Lego.
Anyway. But yeah, so everyone mounts up and I mean the peak is very obvious. This is a big volcano.
Head for that.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's where everyone's going. All right.
Sorry, guys. I'm still around. I'm just sorting something out with my family. I may actually be able to stay on later.
Cool. Very promising. All right. So yeah, you've been flying for like maybe 20-ish minutes now. You've covered a lot of ground. You're starting to realize how far away, and by extension, how fucking huge the volcano is.
That is one big fucking cinder cone.
Indeed.
Also, by the way, I posted that horse thing because that's how your horse looks. Again, we
Yeah.
were establishing how they all...
Yep. You just look so badass. I assume Yersinia is all cowled up and looking like death again.
Oh, of course, she looks like death.
Yep.
As opposed to
Valid.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah. Havelock for their part, it's very I showed the picture of the Pokemon last week, the one where like the ghosty horse. It's very
I think
good.
I accidentally saw it since then, so I'm actually going to go back and check what it looks like.
I spoilered it specifically for you.
I know, and I failed because I logged into Pokemon Home. It was the most popular thing that had been traded. God damn it.
Well, you tried. Where is it? Oh, it might be an
I
RP
tried.
chat.
I'm trying. Oh god, why are you?
It
There's
might.
so many chats.
It is. It's an RP chat. Yep. It's
God.
this horse. This horse looks majestic. Its hooves are detached from its body, and it is fully armored.
Oh, that's a completely different horse, but it's rad as fuck.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I love that it's a ghost horse with its hooves are just like floating below its legs. It's so cool.
I'm very happy to discover that there are multiple horses in this game.
Oh yeah, there's two.
Of course.
It's really neat.
Yeah. Horse type.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the flasks. This is what Havelock's flask is definitely just the
Oh,
purple
yes.
Night Vale flask. It's excellent.
And the hell with
Yeah.
work flask.
I love the hell with work flask. He's doing the one on the left. Wow. Couldn't put your seatbelt on. Now you're such a flirt. That's such big Havelock energy.
Oh my god.
For the love of all that's holy, what are you warning us against?
What is happening?
I
Are you
don't
interacting with
know.
Yeah, no,
Just
the
looking
warning
at all
sign
of
has to go
them.
in the chat. I'm
The
sorry.
warning sign is
Oh
so
my God.
good.
This is the actually no.
There are several of those just hanging up around the collection for no reason that anyone
What?
can determine.
Oh, you mean the messages?
Yeah, the messages. I'm just
Be
looking through the
warned.
RP chat again, and it's very fun, and I love
Yeah.
that. What? Be warned.
Just so people know it's the warning sign one. I don't know.
God damn it.
I'm in caps lock. That makes it look really ominous.
It does. It really does.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yes. So we all gallop towards a volcano
In the air.
in the air.
So
I look forward to doing this every week.
Yes.
Yep.
So great. Mm?
So that's do.
Hmm?
So do we have a plan?
We find the dragon shaman, and we, by guess or by, did anyone save anything from? Okay, I'm just.
What?
Did anyone have like? Do you still have the goblin leader's helmet? The answer is yes.
Yes. Clothes don't get eaten. Yeah, it turns out clothes and accessories don't get eaten.
Cool. So we're going to give that to our dragon shaman human buddy, because apparently he's at least, whether human or dragon, he at least seems to be buddy with the humans.
Mm-hmm.
And then persuade him to provide us safe passage up the peak for whatever purpose we want to give them in quest of getting close to that Thanergetic battery and stealing it.
Sounds
Or
like a
bribing
plan
them
to...
out of it.
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me.
Tracks with me.
Yes.
But if I could punch an extra dragon, like I'm just saying, if we could put that on the agenda.
We can make that happen, Whackbat.
Oh, yes.
Quick.
Dragon punching will definitely be on the agenda. Don't worry, Whackbat. Ooh, also. Yeah, no, telepathic network thing that Havelock does is up, so this can all happen relatively
Yes,
easily.
internally.
Not
I
having
like
to
the idea that the
scream
dragon
over
says-
the wind.
I like the driver say is yelling over the wind anyway.
God damn it.
Just trying to be heard, even though
Yep.
Also, like,
all the things
if you've
being
got
projected anyway.
Havelock, if you've got that neural network up, then that means like you've got the usual low-grade malice coming out of, your Cinia, and the big boomy thoughts coming in from Havelock. What the fuck is coming in from Dreadfase?
These are the questions.
It sounds like yelling.
Yup. You get a taste of different people's essence with these. Like your city is just your city is just constantly
Low-key
exuding a
malice.
low-key malice. Professor Whackbat is just always excited to punch things. Get an
I've
eager
only
excitement.
punched one dragon so far, and Lefty is getting real jealous already.
You have
Yes.
to balance these things out.
It's important. Balance is important in all things.
We must bring balance to the Force.
Mm-hmm.
Like balance to the fist.
The applied
More
kinetic
important.
force.
Yes, indeed.
I was saying shouting just because that's what she literally will be trying to do, but
The
like,
Dreadfuse's thoughts are
honestly,
just
yeah.
loud.
they're just kind of loud. And,
Loud and glitchy.
and yeah, they're more actually. They're not. They're actually glitching when a bit glitchy when she's not glitching, which is interesting. That's. She sounds like she's using a microphone in Counter-Strike Source.
Oh God.
It's a microphone on public toilet setting.
Yeah,
Oh
basically.
no. Sentence you to something completely unsexy, like the salt mines.
I don't know. You can make the salt mine sexy.
Fair.
I've been bad. You want to put me in the salt mines? Yeah, rub it in my wounds.
Okay, I'm going to need a safe word.
What the fuck?
That's a line to be drawn, but fair enough.
Yeah, okay.
Like the thing is, it
okay.
isn't even so
The
much
line
the
is being
concept of what you said that's like.
It's the way you said it.
I'm also going to assume that that was actually in character, so that just came.
Yeah, that just came out of nowhere for everyone, and now
Oh, no, wait, she doesn't shout that, but she does think it. Like she's
Yeah,
like,
no.
that'd be
Now
funny."
there's just a
She forgets that she's linked up, so that thought just goes out to everybody.
now there's just an uncomfortable silence.
You see your Cinia do that thing where, like the hands come up like fucking
Yup.
Nosferatu, where she's just like, "Oh my god."
Ugh. Havelock, who would
Never
normally
fully
be intrigued, just
believed in ritual purity, but oh my god, I want to be back in my order and like in the holy water pit.
yeah. Havelock's just like, I think I need a bath.
I'm just writing this down as unintentional horny on main incident.
You really need to write journal entries as Dreadfuzzy. It would be
Yes.
very fun.
I would kill to see, because we really need everybody's. It really rounds this shit out.
It does. Like, the
God,
journal
okay.
entries really do add something to this, and I love it.
Yeah, I need to get in the habit of doing that actually, especially if I'm
Yeah.
taking notes anyway. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna take notes anyway.
Yeah, I mean, bear in mind, I'm taking notes that are just garbage,
Shorthand,
like,
useful.
breakfast is eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Breakfast is eaten.
Yeah, that's in my notes. Actual note there.
Of course it is.
Breakfast was eaten.
What kind of GMs did you have that you're this paranoid about small details?
Look, I just like to have a shape of the story in my head. It's
Okay,
probably
that's fair.
something to do with how I remember it. Like, I think I remember. I like to have a shape of the thing. I think I've also written another quote that's going to be very good. Things get messy for the ghost and Havelock's pants.
Can't argue
I'm
against it.
dying.
Yep,
I'm dying.
it's very good. I love my job. Oh, this is the fucking greatest. Okay.
Jesus.
Fuck. All right. Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah. After everyone's just collectively wishing for a bath. Eventually, one agonizingly uncomfortable silence later, you make it.
You make it.
You make it to where
We
Sarkon
faked
is meant
it, and
to
then we
be.
maked it.
Yup.
Oh God, every time you say Sarkon, I mishear it as Sargon, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I
no.
know. Me too. And I'm just
no.
like,
God damn it! That is the one thing. Like, Sarkon Vol was an interesting, if very edgy character who existed back in like 2010 or some nonsense. Whenever Shards of Alara came out.
Oh, like 2008.
Yeah, 2008.
I
Sargon.
feel old.
Yeah, Sargon of Act.
Not even a real Sargon.
I know.
Carl of Swindon.
Carl of fucking Swindon is a sad little internet bitch boy who cries
Oh,
into his
God.
coffee about feminism.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like many others, is not really worth the time of day.
He's not.
I love the idea that just my existence and insistence upon my own like personal rights upsets him that badly. It's kind of amazing.
Pretty great, yeah.
My
yeah, I'm
used to
non-bi-
make him go pee pee in his pants. It's great.
Yo. Oh yeah, I'm non-binary. I definitely upset him. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
This is an entire chat full of people who would upset Sargon Cat. Make
Yeah,
sure, if you are
good.
out there, live your life in such a way that it would upset the alt-right.
Yeah.
Do that.
It's the best,
That is how-
honestly.
It's
Yeah.
the best measuring stick for you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, we talk a lot of nonsense here, but like genuine life advice is that, like,
Yeah, honestly.
if you're gonna make a
But-
character, make it one that H.P. Lovecraft would hate. If you're gonna live your life in a way that the alt-right will get mad about, that neo-Nazis will get mad about.
Yeah. The lovely thing is, it's very easy to do if you're not
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
straight and white.
Yeah, live your life in such a way that QAnon will make up conspiracies about you. That's the real dream.
I love, like, it's amazing how
so
simple
easy.
sometimes it can be. In my
It
case, it's
is.
just wearing pants can piss some of them off. So,
God.
like,
Also, the
See,
fact
Savage
that your,
96er
late
gets it.
20s
Be
and
gay,
not
do
having
crime.
Children yet. There
He
you go.
almost said 69,
Sorry.
didn't you?
Nope.
What'd you say? Whackback. What'd you say?
Being in your late 20s and not pregnant.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Damn.
yeah, no.
Yep, an unoccupied uterus. Oh, the horror.
Oh no.
If
Except
no,
here's
I
the
can't
thing.
say
It's
that
an
right after the
unoccupied
salt
uterus
mine
that
thing.
passes
no.
for white.
Oh
all the time.
no.
So it's like, she looks white enough. Do we let her breed? Or is she in fact one of these, like, am I in fact the scariest thing?
are you
that
tainting
Lovecraft-
the gene pool?
Yeah.
then?
Am I in fact exactly what scared Lovecraft the most? Possibly.
Yup. Yeah.
She looks white right till she don't.
Yep.
Or right till she
Descended
puts
into
salt
gay
on her
crime
yogurt, either
zone.
or.
Oh god.
You remember how we were doing a podcast?
We were doing a podcast?
Like stream, not podcast. Fuck.
We were
Six
doing a
of one,
stream?
dozen of the other. Do the stream thing. Do your stream thing.
What if you could turn
Look,
this
we
in?
got a murder
wouldn't
Sargon
be-
of a card in
it
a totally
couldn't-
not.
It couldn't be that hard to do a podcast.
I mean,
This is how
Well, for
this
you
is
to
how
get-
lives end.
God
I
damn,
should
yeah.
do a
And then you have
podcast.
to cast.
Oh, I'd
Anyway,
anyway, doing like several
so-
podcasts. I'm that person.
Yep.
So now that the game has completely gotten away from us, we're coming in on Sargon of your dad, not Sargon of your cat.
Ah!
Sargon of volcano.
Yeah. Sargon of
Okay.
Volcano. Sargon of Tarkir, if you want to get specific.
Is that the name of the
All right.
volcano? Or
No.
can I keep calling it
No, this is
that?
something completely unrelated that maybe AK will get and no one else.
Yeah.
And this is fine. Anyway,
That's normal.
yup. All right, so, I
So I'm
uh,
guessing we're gonna like
shit.
looking for smoke around here is not going to be helpful
no,
to find
no,
campfires.
not at fucking all.
So thankfully we're up high enough in the air that I'm guessing we're just going to do the ye olde up in the air, look down, and look for people.
You find what you're looking for pretty quickly, actually. I'm gonna say this is Sarkon is a he's just kind of out, like just chilling on what looks like some kind of outcropping near a cliff,
Mm-hmm.
and just like kind of sitting there, brooding, as far as you can tell.
Can that boy brood.
Oh yeah.
I'm imagining us all coming into a landing behind in your not your I don't know. Who on earth would be like, "Hey asshole."
Don't know that any of us would do that.
Yeah, not really. That's the thing.
No,
Like, it's about to be-
that's dread for saying a good mood one, to be honest. But she's not. She's hungover.
Yep.
Should I yell at him?
No.
No,
let's just,
don't.
No.
Let's just get down.
Okay.
And Havelock just leads his horse to a gradual safe landing nearby. And trying not to alarm him. He definitely notices you coming, and he's curious more than anything.
Can work with curiosity.
Yep, and he stands up, and he's got a staff. It's made out of bones. charred
steps
bones.
off her horse.
Mm-hmm.
She also has a staff made out of bone and an outfit made out of bone.
Sitting here on
It's
my
just a
bone
bone
throne. It's a throne
bone in
made
it.
out of bones. God, Vaughn is so fun. Anyway, different
Trevor
game.
looks at her very
Um,
normal wooden staff and feels a bit inferior.
My God.
Staff.
That was one of the best. It was one of the weirdest lines, or one of the funniest things in the Dresden Files of all things. The dude has like this super nice, like fancy weapon, and Harry just looks at his normal staff. It's like wizard staff, and it just looks at the dude. And is like, my penis is bigger than yours.
Isn't
I'm just
Harry
picturing
Potter
the scene
have
in-
a hockey stick.
Only
Is
in the
that a
show.
thing?
In the actual, in the books, no, it's actually like, he put a lot of work into like, it's a nice staff that he like got
Okay.
from a very old tree and carved all the runes in himself. I
I've
do
always
like that in the
considered
show
it
it's
to
a
be, like,
fucking
working
hockey
class
stick.
style. It's just a hockey stick. That's
Yeah, it's
invented. Like,
it's
this is
very good.
It's very good.
Yup.
The mental image I'm actually getting is the scenes in fucking the last of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies that I will acknowledge, with the telescopes of extending sizes. Anyone else remember that? Maybe just me? Moving on.
been too long.
minute.
I'm just imagining that, and it amuses me. Anyway,
Trevor saying it dick envy was not a thing I was expecting to happen today.
and here we are.
That's going to transmute his cane into a much nicer staff type of cane, just to sort of like
Keep up appearances.
Mhm.
And Havelock at this point is just Havelock at this point just shrugs. Just looks at Nibirius and shrugs. Nibirius, who also has like that really nice like hunting guy's arm.
That's a pole arm, though. That's a whole other class of thing.
Listen, it's a long pointy stick.
Exactly.
I don't know
So
when I
we're posting
decided.
pictures in
Yep.
RP chat now, right?
Oh God! Of course we are.
Oh, Jesus. We need a way of putting images on stream without disrupting everything because chaos will ensue.
But smugly refuses to share her knowledge. All right,
Yes.
that's great.
So,
Okay.
So yes, that aside, we're all bestaffed in one way or another, or we don't care. Looking
Yep.
at you, Havelock.
Havelock just shrugs and smiles, waves friendly.
What does this guy look like for those of us playing the home
give me
game
a-
who have
give me a sec.
no fucking idea?
Give me a sec. I want to find a good picture of Sarkhan.
Yeah, I should check this.
Let's see here. Images. Oh, do I want his Tarkir? No, I don't want his Tarkir form. I want his OG. This is the OG Sarkhan. He's oh, that's way too small. this man's had a day. He just perpetually looks like he's had a day. And there we go.
That okay.
Yeah, no, this man just looks like he's had a day. Maybe he's not grimacing quite that hard.
I'm just going to basically picture this, except as played by Jason Momoa.
That's
Good.
probably fair.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, so that's a whole thing. God, he looks so cartoonishly angry in this picture. I never really
mean,
thought about
sometimes
it.
it happens.
Oh no.
My
oh,
God. Anyway,
Hemorrhoids can do that to a man.
I sure can.
Trev to say waves hello.
Yeah, Havelock like waves, friendly as can be.
Hi.
Mithraia waves off of Yersinia's shoulders.
That gets his attention. Yeah, like that. That gets his attention a bit. May I help you?
Yersinia kind of looks at Havelock. Give him the helmet. Explain.
What? Do not do. No, nope. No. Do not do this to me. Fuck you. I am not having another conversation with myself. Fuck you
Let's make
very
Nick talk to
much.
himself.
Nope.
Okay. I imagine Havelock's just like, no.
No.
and
just takes
hands
out the helmet and
Yersinia.
hands it to Yersinia. That is exactly what happens. Like, just like, nope. Not this time.
Like a you problem.
Mm-hmm. Now he's just like cocked an eyebrow at the dragon, at what he recognizes as the Goblin War Boss's helmet.
So Yersinia kind of comes. She can hear Dreadfesse in the background. She's about to start moving. She hears Dreadfesse. You've got something to add?
I just
Have you ever had the full attention of a dragon on you before?
not of the full attention, no.
He turns to regard you, and it feels like that. Like,
Yes. Hello. I don't know why I decided to do this, but hi. I'm Dr. Dreadfesse. And
I don't care.
well,
Why
that's
are
very
you
rude of
here?
you, Mr. Volcano.
Yersinia kind of like gently scruffs Dreadfesse.
Yeah. He turns to pay attention to just Yersinia again. Why are you here?
Yersinia, who looks like she's about like 5 seconds away from explaining like the ins and outs of turning somebody inside out by the asshole, drops Dreadfesse, turns back to Sarkhan, holds out the helmet, and basically goes, "You don't know us. We've come from a very long ways away. You don't care. We killed somebody who we think you will appreciate being dead. I recognize this is a favor you didn't ask for, but we need your help. Hopefully, this is enough to persuade you to do so." She drops the helmet at his feet.
He stares at it for a moment.
Mithrai adds, "The fight was really cool. Did you see it? It was like way out of..." Mithrai's like, or Yersinia's like, "Shut up."
Actually, when Mithraea starts saying that, he does get a very, like just a real, actually, it'd probably be a very familiar to everyone here grin on his face. He's like, "As it turns out, I did see some of that fight, and it was very entertaining."
Did you see the bit where I did magic? Because
I was gonna say, Yersinia turns and goes, like, grabs Dreadfesse by the face.
Turns and looks back at Dress. Yup.
Yeah.
Like,
We're not talking about what you did to a dragon to somebody who may be able to turn into them. That's on the internal, like, thing.
But I want.
As he stares,
Shut up.
he doesn't stop looking at the helmet. He does not stop looking at the helmet, and then is like, if they were weak enough to die, then they were unworthy of the mantle of dragon. And just, yeah, is like looking at the helmet, turning it over in their hand for a moment, like clearly contemplating something. Is like, "What do you want? I'm willing to listen to what you want."
Okay, this I am actually going to have to turn over to you, Nick, a little bit for some talking to yourself,
Okay.
because I don't remember our actual goal all that well.
It's artifact or death, right? It's
basically. But I don't know all the interpolitics.
Welcome to the collection, Artifact or Death.
The only options are or death. A little chicken then. Continue.
I will actually. If Dreadfesse hadn't just been told to shut up, I would be very tempted to have her actually say that. But no.
All right. But yeah. The longer you spend any amount of time with him, the more clear it becomes that, like, you ever met someone who's just like, there's just there's something bubbling under the surface, and it is only through, like, strict self-discipline that it is kept in check? That's the feeling you get from this guy literally the entire time, and it only seems to be getting more... that feeling only seems to become more strong. But yeah. So, yeah, fine.
You don't have to talk to yourself.
Havelock,
You can just
yeah.
fast forward through. Havelock explains why we're here.
Yeah, Havelock explains the gist of why we're here and what we need. And that we seek an audience with the dragons, and it's just
You seem to be the dude to talk to about
yeah,
that.
like does openly mention like yeah, we're from a far place, and at that Sarkhan looks amused. And just like you're not the only one.
Fellow traveler, then?
Something like that.
Does your universe? How does magic work in your universe? I'm collecting a guide.
He looks directly at Dreadfusay and is like, I'd be happy to demonstrate if you're interested.
That would be lovely. Oh wait, you want to kill me? That's
Now you're catching
You're
on.
backs out of the splash zone.
Yeah.
I mean,
anyway. I didn't imagine
think at
him to
this
be such a
point,
brooding
Dreadfusay just-
shitlord, but it really fits him.
Drevsay just pulls out the dragon tooth necklace quickly, and just
Yeah, you'll notice
like-
most of his clothes are made of dragon parts.
yeah. I think she notices exactly as she pulls out the teeth. She's like, "Huh, that looks familiar." Okay.
Yes, this man, he really likes him. Just really likes him a dragon. But he's like, where I'm from is irrelevant. But yes, fellow traveler of sorts. I come to this place because dragons properly exist here, and are not just myths and bones.
That definitely seems like it would help the brand, yes.
Testing myself against them is exquisite. So,
Well, as a fellow and former puncher of dragons, I can completely understand and respect that. You look like a strong individual who respects both the strength and majesty of the dragons. As someone who comes from a land where both strength and majesty are the highest of virtues, we have a lot to talk about there, I think.
we may yet. I can get you an audience with the dragons here. But if you're going to steal away their precious toy, you'll have to be quick.
It occurs to me that Mithraya is probably the quickest of us, and I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah,
You
she's
know,
most
when you
durable,
point
too.
that out.
I'm presuming that you actually said that out loud, and Mithra's like, can't fault you there. I'm also the most durable.
That's true.
I think Mithra is like trying to be conciliatory. I think we should be able to make it so you can punch a dragon, Whackbat. I think we can work on that. It doesn't just have to be about me.
Well, regardless, thank you for getting the food back in line. Now they'll go back to their petty squabbles. And make our jobs much easier. Until another one gets ideas in their head and we have to make an example of them. Regardless.
You're speaking to the dragon fodder, the goblins, yes?
Yes. That one seemed to be. He's like, holds up the helmet and is like, this one seemed to build up quite a head full of steam standing at the top of the mountain.
Those heights can get to your head, truly.
They certainly can. So.
Havelock certainly sucked all the steam out of his sails.
He's looking at this one. He's like, he is this one. He's looking at Havelock and is like, this one.
Yeah, that was on him.
Interesting. And what can you do, little man?
I'll explain why that's funny later. Move on.
Yep. Havelock just shrugs and is like, I read books. I mostly just read books.
Sometimes the books read back.
Occasionally.
When they do, look out.
Mentally, Drev is like, I don't know about you lot, but I kind of don't like this guy. He seems like a bit of a dick.
Oh, he seems like a tremendous asshole, but he's a useful asshole.
Yersinia like, he is my kind of asshole. I am so glad I've got somebody who I don't have to pretend to like.
He's not going to waste our time.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, no, I get. Wait, what? Just pretending to like me? No.
So,
Yersinia kind of glances at Dreadfist, say, bold of you to assume I like anyone.
That is a bold assumption.
it is.
No, that makes sense.
Yep. But yeah, Havelock, yeah, no, Sarkon's like, come with me then.
If you want to live.
It's like, I'll take you to their Sky Lords. And,
Cue
Oh,
the
yeah,
hiking music montage.
you say hiking, and Sarkon just, like, no preamble, no, like, anything. Just walks to the cliff and just promptly walks off of it. No panic, no hesitation or preparation. And then, like, a moment later, this, like, enormous dragon just flies up away from where he fell.
Drev shouts at him. So, is there a difference between a Skylord and a dragon? I can't tell.
You are ignored. You are ignored.
Correctly.
Yup. And yup.
I presume, I don't think this guy is going to let us ride him. That would be a little much.
No.
I presume we should mount off
We
and
should
mount up
back
and follow.
Yes. Yeah, no, Havelock has already gone to mount back up. It's like, yeah, probably. He doesn't seem the patient type, I'm not going to lie. Alright. And yeah, so you follow him to the peaks. And the dragons you're in his company. The dragons that are flying around, and there are a lot of dragons flying around this area. Like, an unwholesome number of dragons. And everyone
It's
just
kinda
leaves
that
you the
feeling of,
fuck
like-
alone.
I was gonna say, have you ever seen, like, Hammerhead Shark Schools?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting.
It's that, yeah. It's just a whole bunch. And yeah, they pretty much just leave you the fuck alone. Sarkon lands safely and morphs back into a human. It's interesting to see happen. For like one mind-searing instant, he appears to be part dragon and part human, but not in like a cool anthro dragon way, just in like a horrifying abomination way, and then he's human again.
I'm going to be honest, I'm imagining Animorphs covers.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah, kinda.
Yeah, that level
Close.
of wrongness.
Yeah, it is just some real uncanny shit. He then just loudly proclaims, like, he says words, at least you think they're words, in a very
There's certainly
growly...
noises.
Yeah, there's certainly noises in a very growly, echoey tone that you don't quite understand. But, and at that, like, a lot of the dragons that are flying around, like, many continue to, but some of the bigger ones actually land just around, and, like, the area you're on is this massive, it's just this massive flat plateau. And then a truly enormous dragon comes down and lands. And it happens to have the
energetic battery.
It has that, yes. It's a little hard to miss. What's interesting is it seems to be made of wood, of all things.
And how does it have it? Is it like strapped to its forehead? That would be cool.
Yes.
That's also fun fact. It's
Oh.
also thematically appropriate. There was a type of dragon in France called a vouivre that was supposed to have like wear a crown of pearls and have like
Yep.
it didn't actually have eyes. It just had this one big red stone in its forehead.
I'm going with that. Yeah, that's
That is
just
very
badass.
Yeah, this is much better than my image of like a baby carrier with the box in it.
Dear gods. All right. Yeah, this is that is what happens. This is what you see. It's just this enormous dragon, like proper long neck. Its head, it does not have eyes. It just has this large stone in the center of its face, and it and yeah, atop its head, it's wearing like each of its horns seems to have different crowns, but one of them seems to be made of wood and oozing thanic energy.
Yeah, Yersinia perks up. At
Yup.
that.
Yeah, no. And it like does seem to have like fungus colors and such as well. So like this definitely seems to be the thing you're here for.
Yeah.
Can Dreadful say try to do detect magic to see if there's any magic on the other crowns of some sort?
Also, I
Sure,
posted a
just this one.
picture of the vouivre if anyone wants to see it.
Ooh,
that's rad.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I dig it. Its feet are so fucking big. Its feet are so huge relative to the rest of it in that picture.
Yeah.
Don't kink shame the dragon, Nick.
Its feet are what?
I don't know. The dragon artist, I should have said there. Don't kink shame the dragon artist, Nick.
Don't kink shame the dragon. Having enormous feet is just its kink. God.
Oh my god, what the hell? Where are we? What are we doing?
The
So-
Nebulous Collection, baby.
Yeah, I know.
And
So,
Sarkhan just looks
dragon.
at it as like, so you can. Is like, well, it's a dragon, and it respects only one rule: power.
Sorry, power, did you say? I
Power.
glitched.
Power.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Yeah. He's like, defeat it,
Something
and
like-
its things are yours.
Oh. So,
That starts
first thing
the
Yersinia
discussion.
does. Yersinia immediately finds Mithraea's fucking goddamn femurs and reassembles her.
Yup. Havelock, yeah, Havelock draws their gun, and their eyes start glowing.
Oh boy.
Okay. Just. Dreadful sort of gives herself a little slap on the face, like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad day, but
Wanna become famous? Bitch, I'm already famous!
dragon out, diamond out. Not
Begone, bot!
dick out. God damn,
What?
I could block these as well.
I am expelled from the Nebulous Collection. Dreadful is Anyway.
Diamond out, dick out, I'm expelled from the nightclub.
The fuck?
God damn it.
Alright, before we
Um,
get started, I must
yes.
acquire snack before we start the combat.
Snicks.
I think, yeah, this is probably the best time we're going to get for a break. Actually,
Yeah,
in
I'm gonna
general.
bio break. I will have to leave still at like 6:30, so
I'm
but I
confident we
stay
can
all
wrap
the
this up in
way.
like an
Yeah,
hour.
Yeah, I think we're doing
Don't
pretty
worry,
good.
I'm very
so.
overpowered.
Yep. I will
I
be
feel
back
like
in just a
Yersinia-
sec.
Yeah.
And same. Second.
I return, triumphant, resplendent. Is literally anyone else there? Eight. Okay.
I actually am here.
Excellent.
I did want to take away from your moment.
Why, thanks. Snack.
What are you eating today?
Mozzarella sticks.
Delightful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, they're the battered kind.
That is the best way to do it. To have those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have been using the microphone. Please. Hope nobody heard about my horrific nightmare fetishes that I was talking about in the background.
I mean, I won't tell anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon?
I mean,
Nor will I.
Twitch chat, you won't tell them about my nightmare fetishes, right? Oh dear. Yeah. My internet's still being. It's more. It's weird because it's been good now.
Mhm.
Like, kept cutting out for a few seconds every so often, just repeatedly for the
I'm
past
back.
few days. Now it's just. It's
And
just
we're all
fine again.
here.
just being a little scared.
Sorry, I had to go and hug a bun.
Valid.
That is extremely
bun.
valid. I would hug the bun almost constantly.
The bun is
would-
having a rough time.
Oh.
Can PS5s just not be this big of a stressful
Oh
thing?
no. Bun is trying
Oh,
so hard for
geez,
one of
yeah.
those too.
Fucking
He's
PS5
trying
garbage.
so hard. It's so fun.
It
Like,
beggars belief why, frankly. Like,
the thing
Yeah.
is, the way this seems like this is the way. And here's the thing: I work in finances. I am
Mhm.
intimately familiar with the inner workings of capitalism
mm-hmm.
in all of its. But
Man, I
moving
work for
on,
the U.S. government, man. I get how it is.
Mm-hmm.
like
I did a business course, and it's the closest thing I've had to a job.
Lucky you.
this should not
I
be
say
this
that, I've
big of
had
a
jobs.
problem. Because what they
Yeah,
should be,
no.
if I was Sony, I would have like a steady queue on my website for people to get into and buy from,
Mm-hmm.
like one per person. Use
No,
your
no, no.
your PSID.
You forget. That would be
However,
sensible.
wait, hang on. Here's the thing. That's just on their website. For other places like Walmart and Amazon and whatnot, you give
Scalpers
them
buy
however
in
many,
bulk.
Yeah, you give them to them and just let everyone fight over them.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either get in line and guarantee one, or you can just have a free for all. Either way, they're going to keep selling and selling and selling and selling. They're
Mhm.
never going to stop.
It's
Yeah,
just
they're not
bog- it's
incentivized
like-
to do it in an orderly fashion.
This is
like-
the one time that pre-ordering a thing would help, and they're not letting you pre-order it anymore. Just pre-order the restocks. Just
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the thing. You'd think they would want to guarantee the sales, but like, because that's the thing. It's guaranteed money. You want the money in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter where it comes from.
Yeah.
And like, that's the thing. This other version, yeah, sure, the scalpers will buy them. The Sony makes money regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but also this way, you also have your dedicated fan base will also have a way to get in line and get one. Okay, sorry,
Right.
I'm done. Enough bitching about
Yeah.
fucking. I'm so
No.
fucking mad though. I'm gonna like, who's the head of Sony? I want to go just like casually shake him back and forth and be like, "You are making my bun very unhappy."
That's valid.
With like all of my yin rage.
Good.
it's a lot
So
of rage.
moving on. What?
I don't know why I said that was a lot of rage. I don't know how much rage you contain.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
There's a
Just
lot.
let you get.
As
Yeah.
someone who knows you in
There's-
IRL, it's a lot.
Yeah, I've known Yin long enough to know it's a lot.
It's at a bare simmer most of the time.
Yeah.
So let's kill a
this
dragon.
feels like one of those things where I'm going to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, actually, quick question there: are we killing this dragon, or are we
Oh.
just showing it how powerful we are? Because there is a difference there.
Yeah,
It
that
wasn't
is a good
exactly
question.
Clear to me on whether this is a kill or just like a maim, or
Yeah,
even
I was going to
just a,
say,
like,
is
hard
this the
spanking.
equivalent of
Are we
like again
spanking this dragon?
killing it, or are we doing the thing with your dog where you like turn your dog on its back and go like, "I am the alpha bitch"?
Because I can turn my cane into a paddle if we want to go down there.
That escalated quickly.
Sure did.
Oh,
I-
whoa! Spank the dragon, daddy.
I mean, technically, because of the way D&D works, all my magic should be able to be fired non-lethally, but I hated that. I thought it was stupid and decided that it's all lethal anyway. So, like,
Are you
how
actually
can-
asking Sarkhan aloud if you're like supposed to duel to?
Oh hell! Oh, I'm not. Hell no. Travis might mention something on the like psychic
Sarkhan
network, but, like,
proclaims shit out in like what you're coming to realize is draconic, or at least this plane's version of it. And then does look to you for directly and is like, the battle will be to submission. He does.
Woo.
He like does a very conspiratorial stage whisper. He's probably not going to submit.
Very well, I can work with
Okay.
Well,
that. So like boxing an Australian.
are we doing 10 paces sort of stuff, or
I think we just go.
yeah, no, Sargon's like,
just go? Okay,
Yeah.
just go.
Sargon just shrugs and is like, whenever you're ready.
Whack-Bat's
I
already
think
in
it's-
the air.
Yes. The thing is, as soon as someone says just go, Dreadful just goes.
Whack-Bat's already in the air.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't even
Midair
wait for
right
the
now.
for the let's go.
When you say in the air, Whackbat, are you like on your mount, or are you like?
No,
Just
what
jumping.
mount? I need my mount. I need my mount to hit things with. It's not in mount form. This is just legs.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Yersinia just like, Yersinia looks at Mithraia, does a whole bunch of like complicated hand gestures that look somewhere between a football coach and like a SWAT team. Like SWAT team hand gestures.
Combat hand signs are a time.
Thank you, combat hand signs. Except again, there's and there may also, if you watch very closely, there's maybe also some like diving hand gestures and maybe just American Sign Language too.
Oh no.
And she does all of this at Mithraia, and then points.
Mithraia, take these bombs
Silent
and then
motion
jump up his ass. Go! Go!
Not specifically, but no, she's like just, and then she just goes, "Get him."
Havelock, Havelock for his part merely unchains the book. And
Yersinia also then proceeds to mount up and actually get in the air.
yep.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the dragon does immediately take to the sky. That is the other thing.
Yes.
Where's the
Probably
like
following
trying to
Yersinia,
grapple
who is
onto it.
concerned about the fact that now she is the target.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's the first thing up in the air. Fuck.
Yep.
chromatic orb is randomized? So I've randomized. Oh. Right. So yeah, chromatic orb of fire. As much power as Drefse can put into it. Just right in the face of the nearest face. Dragon face. Ah.
The face of the nearest face makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
there's a
makes
few
perfect sense.
faces.
Given the dragon is taking off, does this mean it hits another dragon?
No. All of the dragons have fucked off.
Okay.
There is a lot, like, a lot of them are circling around, but even then, like, they are keeping their distance.
Yeah, it's like Thunderdome.
Yeah. It's a lot like Thunderdome, actually. This is, I didn't know we were gonna do an arena fight with a dragon today, but it's where we're at.
Cool.
And I, for one, am very on board. Alright. Okay, so. Sorry, I'm still eating.
This is how.
So I know that like if we want to get this whole show on the road, Mithraea's gonna try to like climb on board for
Of
the
course she
dragon.
is. Yep.
Whackbat is also trying to get on the dragon because that's going to be his best way of staying in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Because his
So
weapon is also his mode of transport, so naturally, bit of
Mhm.
a conflict there.
Yep.
so let's see. I'm just going to presume a 2d6 for Mithraea.
That makes sense.
Just basically grabby. No but.
Hmm.
Or
No,
yes,
your best
but.
there is a yes, but.
Actually,
Yep.
Yeah, it's a yes but.
Okay. So. All right. Mithraea does manage to get a grip,
On
but it's
what,
about
the
all she can.
nutsack? Are
I
we just gonna
mean,
continue the testicle
I was
theme?
gonna say, we just get are testicles the theme for the day? Testicles might just be the theme for the day.
Testicles is the
Stream.
word of the day, children, and yes,
Yep.
Mithraea has managed to grab a hold of a dragon's nutsack.
Yep. Yeah, no, Mithraea is grabbing a dragon's ball sack. Fun fact
Right.
about dragon ball sacks.
Dragon sack. Brackets.
Yes, fun fact about
Yeah,
Dragon Ball
Fun
sack.
fact
they
about
have
dragon's
a
ball
cloaca.
sacks. They're a
The
little.
lizard.
They're a bit. Yeah.
They're what?
Yeah, one, they're a
Yeah,
lizard, so they'd have a
cloaca.
cloaca. But like, that's a
Technically,
different
they
set of
would.
issues.
These
But no,
are
in all
furry
seriousness,
dragons. The balls are out and present.
and the balls are out and weirdly smooth.
Ugh.
Always weirdly smooth. Mithraea is having a hard time keeping a grip because the balls are weirdly smooth.
Yeah, Mithraea's about to make the dragon very unhappy. Because they're so smooth. You know how Mithraea can, like, change her, like, texture?
Oh, God!
I'm
Oh,
sorry for
this
everyone who's
poor
got testicles in the
dragon.
crowd.
Yep.
She
Yeah,
definitely
you are.
just sprouts, like, some spiky bits. Just to hold on.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Comparable to, say, zipper teeth. For anybody who wants a comparison.
No, why did you say that? I hate it. Fuck.
Spider-Man.
What it says about my
Spider-Man.
testicles that I'm unfazed by this.
And his wing. Yes, he can. Spider-Man.
Fuck. Sorry.
What the fuck is happening? Is Dreadfussy just singing that while being dragged
No,
along?
that's 100% Zoe, baby. I'm.
Okay, so I'm imagining the dragon's not super fond of this. What's going on with Whackbat?
Alright, Whackbat.
Whackbat is attempting to climb aboard, what be that via tail, wing, or
Preferably not
whatever.
nutsack.
Probably not the
He's
balls.
picky, but that would probably not be the best means. I'm thinking tail might be practical here because that's
Mhm.
the dang, that's the other dang.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that works. So, this is Whackbat. Whackbat's very good at doing the physicality things.
Mhm. Probably best at that.
Yeah. I didn't know Whackbat was also something of a connoisseur at dragoon jumping, but here we are. So,
I mean, he does have some legs on him.
that's fair, yeah. 2d6 and take the best.
Roger Dodger. That's a solid yes.
That is a solid yes. You have a firm grasp of the dragon's tail.
All right, we're gonna start climbing.
Excellent. Nibirius, for their part, is just flying up after the dragon, looking for all intents and purposes like a dragoon. Like, even the way his armor is styled at this point. Just, if you can picture a Final Fantasy XIV dragoon from, like, the trailer. Oh god, the Heavensward
They
trailer's
got
so
just
good.
the thighs for days.
Yeah. Nebby got some, like, proper dummy thick thighs.
Of course.
You think Havelock's into here.
The thought never crossed my mind.
So, Havelock, for their part, is just gonna shrug and start sighting up the dragon with his pistol.
Yersinia is just gonna keep on flying and just, like, keep it distracted, I guess. She's regretting her choices right now.
Yep.
Yeah, Drevsay's sort of basically just distracting it with by spamming spells at the face specifically from the ground.
Hmm.
Also, she's gonna probably want to ask because through the psychic link because Whackbat, as far as she's aware, knows physics. She thinks.
Oh yes, Whackbat is quite well.
Yeah.
acquainted with
He is a
physics.
professional physicist.
Yeah. So Drevsay sort of like, Whackbat, quick thought. If I remove gravity, what will that do to a dragon? Like,
Yersinia,
because it
also
can-
up in the air. No!
it can fly, right? Like,
The difference is whether or not you create a zone of zero gravity versus he's like shouting this as he's like attempting to climb up the tail and being flung around and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just, like trying to do a de facto physics lesson.
Yep.
There's a difference between zero gravity and reversed gravity. In zero gravity, the dragon would probably be held stationary due to lack of airflow and no air resistance. Reversed gravity would probably send us further up into the sky. The dragon may be able to stabilize depending on the air currents. And like he kind of keeps shouting.
It's kind of a Doppler
Past the
effect.
point of intelli-
It's
past
so
the point of
good.
intelligibility, really.
That's very funny. Havelock's like, I'm learning so. Today's a great day for learning. um, yeah, Havelock is specifically taking aim and, for their turn, more importantly for our purposes, circles of runes and, like, just weird magical bullshit symbols are starting to appear in, like, circles around Havelock's gun.
In Yersinia up in the air, again, trying to dodge and generally just
Yup.
keep this thing chasing her. Well, that's new.
Yeah, Havelock's figured out a new. I'm like, I finally figured out what I want to do with some of them XP points. What if Havelock did gun mage stuff?
oh, geez.
Oh, Yersinia has her staff out, by the way, which she has, like, used her bone magic on to make it into a pointy-ass spear. She hopes she's not going to need to use it, but at least she's got fucking something.
Mm. Valid.
Let's see. So, Havelock, you want to shoot? See what happens?
Yeah, guess it's time to fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see if magic bullets are all they're cracked up to be. Dice roller. Dice roller,
Dice
please.
taking a smoke break.
What? What? Why me though? It worked fine for everyone else. Why me?
Let's test.
Here, I'm testing.
Oh, dang it. I've done. Just everyone enter dice commands to see if.
Oh, no, it looks like it's broke.
Fuck.
Well,
Hey,
that
have a different.
Cliffhanger.
yeah, that
Can I
complicates.
grab dice?
Yeah, I have actual physical dice.
There
I'll
we
just.
go.
Yeah, so do
Oh,
I.
wait, did they-
Hang on.
Oh, now the results finally came through. All right, so yes, I
Like
get
I
a
said,
flat yes.
Dice Spot
I-
took a smoke break.
Yep. Alright, so
I didn't even
Havelock-
roll for anything. I got a no.
Actually, that's a yes, but
Oh,
a 2 is a yes,
I got
but.
a yes and.
Wait,
Can
am
I use that
doing-
later?
Am I doing the dice wrong? Yeah, no, yes, but okay.
I mean, yeah, it'd be a real shame to waste a 6.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll use it for Mithraya. Get her off the
perfect.
ball sack.
Yup.
Moving on.
I forgot what I was. Right, shooting the dragon.
Shooting.
Yes. Okay, so, Havelock's shot connects. For funsies, it definitely does some, like, Rip Van Winkle from Helsing shit.
Oh my god.
It definitely does some of that. Like, this bullet chases that fucking dragon down. It changes direction in, like, ridiculous angles midair. This is a proper magic bullet. And it
Yersinia
lands.
Also, by the way, Yersinia suddenly realizes she's not just being chased by a dragon, she's being chased by a dragon who's being chased by a bullet. This is great.
That is true. Yersinia is having a
Exactly as planned.
day. Yes.
Yeah, if you listen very closely, high up in the air, you can just hear, ah, ah,
I believe it. And just over the telepathic. Hmm?
I regret this. Bad choices.
Yup. All right.
Continue.
But yeah, no, and just over the telepathic network as the bullet connects and hits it right in the wing pinion. Havelock's just like, oh wow, that worked. A very reassuring thing to hear for Yersinia, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Experimentation is an important part of science.
That is the best thing. Then who's in that machine? For science! God, I love our fair. Yep, I love our fair city, and I will never stop plugging it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I've gotten.
All right. But yeah. So that's how that goes. That's Havelock's bit. So everyone else is doing
Should
the climb.
dragon have a
Yeah,
run?
no, I was gonna say the dragon has a turn, and the dragon, for their part, is having exactly fucking none of this people climbing on them nonsense, and starts like doing stuff to try to get people off. Like it's trying to either like just do like
Barrel
looped, yeah,
rolling.
just like barrel rolling in the air, or like just anything to shake him off. It is particularly upset about its balls.
Predictably.
I was about to say, like, if I wanted to be a real dick, and it's gonna work, is I'm like, it would just have the tail with Whackbat on it smash into wherever else the person is. But I'm like, no, I don't think the dragon's gonna smash their own balls in an attempt to get free.
Yeah.
I just
So
don't see that
ironically,
happening.
Raya is in the perfect spot.
Yup. Ironically. So everyone who's trying to climb the dragon, give me throw me 1d6 unless you're particularly good at grappling and like hanging on to things.
Given that Mithraya has already rolled a 6, can
Yeah,
we
that's
keep
fair.
that for her?
Yes, we can
Yeah.
keep that for her.
Also, she
Mithraya's not going.
technically-
Jesus.
I was gonna say she has natural crampons.
Oh, please. Damn it. And yeah, so still sick. Damn. Well done, Whackbat. No one's going fucking anywhere.
We are dangerous.
Yeah.
In case that
we-
wasn't
Like the
established
predictable
already.
mod.
Yeah, no, we are. As you said last week, I've been using that to describe the game to a few different people. It's like, our team's the one that always seems to come back intact. And that's
And
not
that's not a selling point.
necessarily a good thing. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah, no, the dragon, like, while they're doing all this bullshit, they are just gonna do, like, they're just gonna do, like, a nice little breath attack towards Yersinia, so, dodge that.
Okay.
Ooh,
I'm
what if it
presuming
were... Acid!
1d6. Oh, God,
Um,
fuck's sake.
How good are you at horseback riding?
I mean, back on her planet, that was the primary mode of transport?
Yeah,
They
fair
didn't
enough.
have, so, like, I'd say
How good are
she's
you at
passable.
flying a horse?
I mean, these are magical horses.
Exactly. No, like, throw me, I don't know, like,
2?
2 sounds?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not like, she's not a novice, but she's not gonna be like competing in the Preakness.
I imagine. Okay, so it does.
But
Yeah, it does miss. However, your staff might never be quite the same again.
You mean the dragon bone thingamajig?
A little bit. It's a
Like-
little drippy now. Looks a little like candle wax.
Yesenia kind of looks and goes, I can work with that.
Yeah, dripping bone looking a bit like candle wax for a moment before rehardening is pretty metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a thing.
Okay. Yesenia, it also occurs to her, she's like, I need to get some of that. I need some of that acid. I could work bone with that.
Mm-hmm. That's a true
So-
thing she just said.
So yeah, ironically enough, the dragon has just given her a very good reason to want to kill it.
Yep. Excellent.
Up till then, because like there's a certain degree of Yersinia where she'd never describe herself as caring, obviously, but there is an element of the conservationist inside of her.
Yeah, like I could see that.
Like, again, it's just death is her trade, but there's plenty of it. We don't need to add more. Oh wait, this thing can give me good stuff. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Smack it like a pinata until I can get what I want out of it.
Exactly. Oh, this thing's useful to me. It just lost breathing privileges.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
All
as a side
right.
effect of that, your city is definitely going to get. There's going to be more than just at this point.
Yep. Now it's but excitement.
Yes.
Everyone just hears a gleeful schoolgirl-esque shriek in their minds for a moment.
Yeah. Specifically, they hear, "Give me your bone juice."
Havelock, unable to help it. Unable to not respond to that. It's like, well, since you asked nicely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
yeah, that's the dragon's turn. Now it's everyone's
Yeah.
turn again.
Okay.
A thing. Sorry.
What's a thing?
Dreadful is still on the ground.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's not getting on the horse.
So is Havelock.
She's been firing just spells at it, like
Mhm.
Yeah, you
trying to
guys
get
are
its
the ground support.
attention away from everyone else, like a distraction, and it's not working.
You're having mixed results, yes.
Mixed results. But I think she's gonna try something incredibly stupid.
Hooray!
I was going to say
Hooray!
in
Roll the
character, I
dice.
must say.
Oh, is that a 19? No, it's a 16. Thank fuck. I am rolling wild magic in the background.
Oh god, you and this wild
Because
magic
of
shit.
course I am. Yeah, no, you can. This is what it usually should be like, a 1 in fucking 20/10 chance of it happening, rather than constantly like it was in the previous ones.
Oh wait, it doesn't
Um,
happen literally every time you cast the spell?
Oh,
That's just...
no. Well,
Oh,
it's
wow.
a potential chance of every chance it happens.
Could have
It's supposed
fooled
to be
me.
120. I'm taking 19s because I think it's a bit more fun if it comes up a bit more often. But like, no, I've rolled 20 all those fucking times.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right? When you don't know when you
Dreadful
want
is just
them.
a fucking hazard.
She's just the
Yeah,
unluckiest
basically.
bitch.
The thing is, they're not all bad. Like that's the thing with wild magic. Sometimes it's actually good things. as
Sometimes
well.
it's kind of cool, but most of the time...
Sometimes it's just
Oh, yeah.
nonsense. stuff.
I mean, we
Sometimes
did have
it's-
Ghostbusters as theme music last time, so that
Yeah.
We
helped.
did have Ghostbusters, which was great.
Yeah, I also reserve the right to just pull stuff out my ass, wild magic wise. But
In character.
yeah,
Mhm.
in character. God damn it. But yes, Dreyfus has in the past been able to bend the earth into a big hand to grab people. Usually, it is not this far range, and she's bad at it. Theoretically, she can. So I think
Oh no.
annoyed that the dragon is not paying attention to her and more worried about casting gravity in case it affects the other
And
party
now
members.
it's Full Metal Alchemist time.
She
Okay.
is going to fire a big ass hand out of the ground and attempt to grab the dragon's tail.
All right.
I
Throw
climb
me.
faster, Whackbat.
Yeah.
This is why I wanted to go first, so you could all respond to this bullshit. I'm sorry.
Throw me 1d6.
That's more than fair. Oh, it's a 3.
No.
I'm imagining you just get one small little rock hand.
Yeah, you get a very small hand, and it only
Yeah, she's
reaches
like,
up a few feet, and then it's gone.
I'll make you listen to me! And she's trying to put both hands on the ground, and it just fires a hand that's like the size of her and no bigger.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh.
And the thing is that none of these hands are terribly large. It's just like a hand on the end of like a pool cue.
Yep, it looks like an arm is. It looks like an arm has just grown out of the ground, like maybe Dreadfuss sized.
Yeah.
It is not the girthy, blocky stone hands that we were hoping for.
Yeah.
No
It's
cool
not-
shit here.
Yep.
The hand is just regular
Yep.
hand.
Exquisitely detailed,
Size.
however.
It's yeah,
It's
like
a very good hand.
It's a very
good
nice
hand.
hand.
It's
Be
just-
excellent on a sculpture.
in the background, someone snickered. One of the other dragons snickers.
A bit. A bit.
Oh god, it just occurred to me. It's a very nice fist or like nice hand. I picture just a rubber fist, and I'm like, I don't know.
no.
Damn, Yin.
I know.
I'm so glad we're
So-
friends.
I know, right? So Mithria's speaking of like inappropriate things, Mithria's gonna try to get off the ball sack.
That's valid.
Mhm, mhm.
She's basically going to start
Where
like,
to,
trying-
though?
She's going to start rather than go back, which would be bad, or
Mhm.
go along the underbelly, which would suck. She's basically going to try to climb up along the scrotum and then up onto like the side.
Ah, yep, okay.
Like, basically climb up enough she can grab a thigh, then jump from the thigh to the ribs. She's sort of following her favorite pieces of chicken and barbecue.
Of course she is.
I don't know. That just came out of my mouth, and I don't
It's
entirely
fine.
know what it means. But
It's fine.
yeah,
No,
so
I
We're good.
understand.
so 6, 1d6.
This is a weird one, and she's not climbing parts that are made for climbing, so...
No, she's not, and it's gonna make the dragon mad. So 1.
Yeah, we'll do 1, because she does have that thing, so she won't roll at
No.
disadvantage.
Okay, she's
Plummeting
know.
to the earth! No, she hasn't fallen off, it's not disastrous. She can't quite make it safely. She can't quite reach
the
where she
balls
wants
keep
to.
wobbling back
Yes.
and forth, and she can't quite grab a thigh.
Balls are just all over the place. Like, these things are just... You ever watch an anime where it's just like the anime girl's titties are just
Yeah, the
flopping
boobs,
in every
yeah.
direction? Yeah, it's that,
Oh,
but
no.
balls.
I'm imagining,
Oh,
I'm imagining
no.
Brian going like, "Why are these so fucking wobbly?" And and fucking Whackbat's about to explain like liquid physics.
Yeah.
Actually, Whackbat's like,
Ah,
I've
there we
never
go.
seen this thing called hentai, yet I feel I know where this is going.
Uh,
Okay, so Mithraia is
I
still
treasure
stuck on
this.
I
Yep.
found the gift.
Oh
I found
god.
it.
the nuts. Oh no!
Is it the one where the bullet avoids the tits but just barely?
Shush.
It is.
It
It
is.
is. Yes.
Also, did you see?
Also, the
above-
GIF isn't working. I
the
did
GIF
see
isn't
that.
working.
It's so
Not.
cute.
That's fucking Google.
I
boy.
love this. Oh, it's
Except
so
I am using it to
wholesome.
illustrate how
Except it's
Mithria's
Mithraia leaping onto a ball sack. So less wholesome, I guess.
Moving on. So yes, I believe it's Whackbat's turn in this
I'm just
fucking
climbing up
nightmare.
That's the reason I'm not putting this one in the chat.
There
fine,
is an
fine.
NSFW area. Do what you want.
Wait.
Later. Moving on.
God.
So
Keep meaning to write stuff in there. Anyway. Yeah, who's going?
So
Whackbat?
Whackbat is basically just climbing the spine of this thing.
Yep.
And he's going to be heading towards the. I think we'll head towards the head.
Okay,
It's a bit of a climb, but that's where the fun parts are.
that's fair.
Whackbat's off to get some head. It was there.
There's a good lad. And what an absolute
for the
unit
head.
Whackbat is. All right.
Hey, question along the way. Can you see if you can extend that? This is Mithraya. Can you extend that stick and give me a hand? Rescue
Well,
me from the nuts.
I have a feeling the dragon's a bit too big for me to give it a reach around.
Oh god, I walked into that one like a rake in a lawn.
Yeah, it sounds a bit like that.
Oh my god, that was the weirdest. That was a there was a weird subreddit called what the hell was it, like r/meet trans women or something, and it's very much in the spirit of like, it's very much like a just one massive piss take in the spirit of like Chasers Rise Up and like shit like that, where it's
my
just people
God.
making fun, just people making endless fun of these people. And one of them, I think my best response to one of them was like, listen, wait, so you're willing to cheat on your wife, the mother of your child, with a trans person, and you're not even willing to give them a reach around? Really? I'm just like, seriously, have some standards, God. It's not the cheating that bothers me, but not being willing to give a reach around? Come on. Have some fucking standards, please.
Oh, weird, a whole weird area.
I'll link a
yeah.
thing to some of the best hits from it later. It's very funny.
Oh my god, yes, please. This sounds
It's
entertaining.
so good. All right. Anyway, back to it. Havelock, for their part, has decided that magic bullets are great and should make another one. So, dice
Keyword
rolls.
here, make?
Well, you know, make happen.
Okay.
You know. Oh god, yeah, imagine that. Havelock's like, well, that was all I had. I only made the one. Wasn't sure it would work.
I am out of cool things.
Yep, I'm out of cool shit. That's all I got. Sorry guys. Have fun. Gods. Okay, so yes, but alright, so he does hit the dragon again. But it maybe wings Mithraya a bit.
I'm imagining, like, let me see, what... And that also means he hits the dragon in the nuts.
Oh god, it does. He definitely just shot that dragon in the balls. That
Oh,
dragon
the
is
dragon is so
so
fucking angry.
upset. The dragon immediately begins plummeting towards the ground, howling.
Yeah, the part that fell off is Mithraya's head,
Oh no!
which hits the ground, like, rolls towards Havelock, and then just looks at him.
I'm sorry.
Just looking.
Havelock just looks
the
really
rest of her body-
apologetic.
Thankfully very durable,
Yup.
plummets towards the ground.
Oopsie. Like it's just like,
Mithraya's just
"Oh,
like, you're
oops.
lucky I'm durable.
Sorry.
And then starts rolling away to find the rest of her body.
Yes.
Just like, and she doesn't roll like sideways, she rolls end over end, so it's this very wonky, like, wumpity wumpity wump. As she goes to, you know, I presume the dragon hits the ground like a ton of fucking bricks.
Yeah, definitely. No, the dragon, for their part, is heading towards the ground. They are actually making an effort to, like, control their fall, but Havelock did hit them in that wing pinion, and that's rough.
Sorry, I missed something. Can you repeat that? The dragon is making an effort to...
The dragon is making an effort to not just, like, plummet out of the sky. Though getting kicked, yeah. Damnedest thing about getting kicked in the nads while flying, you can't really just seize up without dying. So, you know, the dragon is doing their best. They're doing their best.
Dragon should have evolved balls if it didn't want to get kicked in them.
Can't argue that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mithraya's, like, the rest of Mithraya's body, for the record, like, she doesn't have to be connected to all of herself to control it.
Yeah, that's true.
The one thing is, though, that she's like, well, we are plummeting out of the sky. Peace, bitches, and she just lets go and jumps away from the impending
impact. Yeah.
squishing.
Yep. So this thing, the dragon, for their part, he's doing his best. Boy, howdy, is he doing his best. But one of his wings is a bit fucked up. And it's not going super great. He's doing his best to glide down. And but he lands pretty hard. Whackbat's hanging on. But he puts down pretty hard, and it's air is just a splash of just a lot of blood. Just more blood than you'd think. Just too much blood. Also, after Havelock shot him, it definitely started like raining blood in just the general area of the arena. It's not great. Unpleasant, one might say. And so that is that. The dragon, for their turn, is just going to gather their wits and overcome this horrific injury.
Okay, so the funny thing about this is the dragon's on the ground now, right?
Yep.
Obviously. So I'm gonna kind of go out on a limb here and just, wonder if there's been a lot of things that died around here.
Well, it is a dragon's home/feeding ground. So.
Yeah, so I'm imagining it's kind of bone central.
Oh, Yersinia, you mean bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Can I combo with this a bit? Because Drevse has been trying to basically make the dragon stay still by either deflecting gravity or by grabbing it. And
well, I assume Yersinia's about to impale it like a fucking butterfly to a pincushion. Pincushion?
Well,
Corkboard.
no.
But now my friends
no.
are going to be in trouble if they get hit by the gravity spell, is my thought.
No.
No, why?
So,
why do you do these things?
Drevse is a force of chaos. But
clearly.
Basically, if it tries to fly away, Drevse will do the gravity spell and stop it. Is the idea.
Like as in like gravity spell, like make gravity heavy, or
oh no, like just stop gravity so it can't fly away. But it's still floating.
It's
there.
not flying anywhere. It's so shot.
Yeah, no, it got shot in the balls. It's having a bad time.
It's having a bad time anyway, but I'm gonna make it worse.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
If this knocks Yersinia out of the air, she's gonna be royally angry.
Oh no, it's ranged. Drevse wouldn't do that if she was in range.
Okay.
All right. So, who's rolling first?
I just want to see what Dreadfest is gonna do. Let's just see.
Well,
Yersinia sees this.
Honestly, mine's more of a
like,
reaction to Yersinia's thing, so it's probably best to do Yersinia first.
Okay, well, what Yersinia was doing is actually not going to be like impaling.
Grisly impalement. Oh, good.
Yeah, no, I she was thinking more. Either like bring back the skeleton army.
Ah, yes, our old friend, the skeleton army.
We can either do angry skeletons or like she's thinking of like. Given that there's probably bigger things up here, it may not actually be skeleton army. It may be like, the entire like natural history museum came back to life.
So yeah, Yersinia is just reaching out for bones and just bringing back everything she can.
Yeah, pretty much. She's expecting. Because here's the thing. Bear in mind, the reason she's not getting stabby, this is the justification, is that battery, given that it's made out of wood, could be delicate.
That's extremely fair.
So she's trying real hard not to just damage it. But she can absolutely summon a horde of idiot skeletons to just go and, like, Gulliver's Travels this goddamn dragon.
I love this. This dragon is truly enormous, by the way. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Like
I said, Gulliver's Travels.
yeah, exactly. That is not inappropriate scale-wise.
Should I do 2 or 3 d6?
3. This place is rich with skeletons.
Bones, bones, bones. Let's see what we can do.
Yes,
Yes,
and... Okay. Any idea what you want your and to be?
So she summons, there's a lot of human skeletons, there's a lot of goblin skeletons.
There's plenty of both, and there are actually some dragon skeletons.
Yeah, I was going to say, she straight up brings back a couple of, like, the pieces of large megafauna and dragon skeletons in the area.
Yes.
Like, there are none of these dragons that are as large as what we're fighting.
Oh god, no. Nowhere
but
close.
They are significantly larger.
Oh yeah, there's still some large heckin' boys.
Also,
Or gorls, who knows? They're bones now.
bones, no gender. I'm just gonna post a GIF because I wasn't sure if this is gonna work, but yeah, this is what's happening.
Yeah! What is this from?
I have no idea. I typed skeleton army and this is what came out.
I love this so much!
Is that Army of Darkness? That might be Army of Darkness.
Oh
It
my
might be Army of
god!
Darkness, I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, it's so good!
It's very on brand for Army of Darkness.
That's amazing! Oh my
Yes,
god!
and very much she's hovering over them on her horse.
Yes!
Like, fly, my pretties!
Yeah, I know. Like, it's just Yersinia being as extra as she can as this horde just assembles itself and begins marching towards the well, marching might be the wrong word.
Shuffling!
Shambling. Yeah. Though perhaps some of them are in fact playing musical instruments. Mostly each other.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Our old
Angry
friends. Yes,
The skeleton
angry
army.
dude.
Oh, jeez. There is no reason for Dreadful to stop her from the dragon from flying off now, but she's going to anyway.
Of course.
Yep.
Because of course she is.
All right, do your thing.
It's just she's aiming at the wings essentially. So
Mm-hmm.
that's 2d6 or more.
What are you
I think
trying
that's
to do?
just
The
fair.
all right. How good are you at this spell?
Middling.
Okay.
Like she did it before. Like
okay.
she's been successful. But the aiming it's going to be quite difficult.
Okay.
On a specific
so you're
wing
trying
part.
to
It's more
aim
of a
at the dragon parts specifically.
specifically the wings because, like as Whackbat said, that will stop it flying off.
Okay. Throw me 2d6 and take the best.
Okay. And well, that's a yes and.
Yeah, it works. Works fine. Gravity spell works. The dragon begins like moving its wings in something like panic, and it's not taking off again. And Havelock, for their part, is now grinning pretty manically, has decided it is time for more magic bullet. So
Time
just-
for nutsack.
God, going for another one, and
Oh, God.
no.
You mean the other one?
Oh god. And no, this one goes like turns around, misses a couple of times, and then just flies off way off into the like who fucking knows where.
Yersinia watches that and just goes, I'm sure we're not going to regret that.
Nope. I foresee
We're gonna be
no
fine.
negative. I foresee no negative consequences. None whatsoever.
Well, glad we cleared that up.
Yup. Oh god, I'm just reminded of that scene in Mass Effect. Isaac goddamn Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in the universe.
We
When
are
you...
all the pawns of physics.
Yup. It's when you fire that weapon, you are ruining someone's day, cadet. And that could be
Oh my
tomorrow.
gosh.
There is no air in space. Which means that thing will move at close to a quarter of the speed of light until it impacts with something. God, that
Oh my
speech is
God.
so good. If you haven't seen it, I will find it. It is the best thing in all of Mass Effect.
Yes, I would like to see that. We should share that.
I will share that
Um,
in once we're done
later.
with this. It's so good.
So that
All right.
misses.
Mhm.
Is it Whackbat? What have you done recently?
We'll see. I'm at the head
Clambering?
here, and
Yep.
I'm interested in that battery and how that's attached because I want it to be less attached.
It's honestly just kind of like just stuck on there like a crown. Like it's just stuck on one of its many horns.
Like by a leather strap or something?
Neat. Well,
Yeah.
my cane's a pry bar now.
All right.
And I'm
Like it's not like
gonna
glued on or anything. It's
pop
just
that
like
sucker up.
yeah, it's just sitting on there like a crown. So yeah, it honestly just comes away pretty easily.
All right. Then I'm going to trade it my kinetic catalyst.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I'm
Oh.
just gonna pop that crown off and be like, "Here, hold this."
Oh no.
Trade you.
Fuck. Yup.
By the
Yup.
way, Yersinia flying by overhead down to Whackbat. Be careful with that, it's delicate.
I'm so careful. I'm a scientist.
He says.
Citation needed.
Yeah.
I'll introduce you to the missus. We'll have dinner.
We should meet the missus sometimes. She sounds lovely. All
I
right.
honestly might do a session as
We should absolutely bring.
Yes.
Now I'm blanking on her name. God damn it.
Mrs. Whackbat.
Eudora,
all I remember is
Eudora Finster Whackbat.
Yup.
There we go. Thank you.
Nina. I love that her previous last name was Knives.
Yes.
Finster Knives. What a name. All right. All right. So that is. Yeah, the kinetic catalyst. You just kind of stick it on, and it does. And well, you, Yersinia, and Havelock know what that does.
Yep. Yersinia is gone.
Yeah, no, Havelock is just kind of
Oh,
like,
no.
oh fuck. Like,
Actually,
just-
It's not.
Actually, in addition, like what I'm picturing happening is Yersinia like swoops down on her horse, grabs like that
Mhm.
really badass scene in Lord of the Rings where Legolas mounts onto the horse by the neck.
Yes.
yeah,
She yoinks Mithraia up onto the horse that way,
yup,
basically, and they book it. They
Yeah.
are gone.
yup. Havelock, for their part, just turns to
Nibirius, who
no,
what is Nibirius doing?
Nebby remembers. I forgot Neberius was involved. We're gonna pretend he's just been helping Havelock do the stabby on the
Yeah.
dragon with this pointy stick. Yeah, no. Neberius kind of grabs Havelock and then like flies over to Dreadfusse and grabs her and just like gets as far from just as far as possible from everything, and Havelock just like puts a finger, just like immediately just puts a finger over Dreadfusse's mouth and is like, close your eyes, cover your ears, and open your mouth. And then just does all of those things as the kinetic catalyst continues charging.
Whackbat, I presume you also are either running or flying on your magic stick.
Well,
I'm.
I haven't. Lefty hasn't gotten to punch the dragon yet.
God damn it!
Internally, then punch
Yes!
the fucking dragon and get out of there.
Right, I've got to wind it up though. I can't just
The catalyst does take a while. To be fair, we're preparing. We've over prepared a bit. All right, so
I am wearing my safety goggles.
excellent.
Oh God.
Whackbat's also basically explosion proof. It'll be fine.
My worry is that I think I did a test roll, but actually, like, it's kind of funny if Dreadfusay loses concentration on the spell, huh? And the dragon can fly again, huh?
That'd be hilarious for a number of reasons, actually.
Yup.
Not that the dragon would really be able to fly very well.
No, I think the dragon realizes, oh, I got my wings back.
Yeah.
Is basically what's gonna happen.
Okay, so yeah. So it is the dragon's turn, and the dragon do you want it to have lost concentration on the
I think it'll take a little bit for it to realize that Dreadfusay's lost concentration, but yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's now like panicking and trying to figure out like what the fuck is going on top of its head. It's like trying to bap at its horns.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cat. It's just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's like bapping at its own head, trying to stop trying to like scrape just
The
trying to
catalyst stuff.
yeah, not the catalyst, Whackbat, who is still there.
Yeah, that too.
It's just trying to scrape Whackbat. I don't think it even notices the catalyst is the best part. And
That is very insistent that way.
yeah. And so that is that. So it's trying. It's not doing very well. It's still losing a lot of blood. Fun fact about groin injuries, they bleed like a motherfucker. It's
Yeah,
one of the
love
main
that.
it's one of the main places that blood goes in the body. It's really
Yeah,
bad.
femoral artery in
Protect
there.
the nuts.
Yeah. And that's all of that. So that's its turn. It's just bapping ineffectually at
Head.
looking about as cute as it ever has, honestly.
No, don't make it cute. Otherwise, I'm gonna get sad as to what's about to happen to it.
It doesn't have eyes, but the gem is the one cyclopic gem thing is it's looking like sad and frustrated, but adorable, mostly
No!
adorable.
Stop!
Just the cutest
I'm
thing
no,
ever.
don't stop! Cease, desist. It's ugly, it's hideous, and it's going to die.
No, it's so cute though.
Don't make me come through this fucking wire. I will. It will be terrifying.
I've seen her do it. It's like that horror movie. Where
It's like The Ring, except it's coming out of your headset.
not actually the horror movie I was referring to, but
Yeah.
good one.
Interesting choices were made. But yeah, so that's what it's doing. It's just behaving as cat-like as possible. And
Stop.
that's that. And now it's everyone's turn again.
I'm
I
a punch
think-
it.
Yeah! Fuck it up!
Get it out of your
Please
system.
punt it.
Alright, Whackbat, fuck it up! It is literally impossible to miss. Just how does the punch go?
It's just a real solid slobber knocker, just right on the chin.
Yes!
And Lefty is sufficiently satisfied.
Excellent.
I will put a hand on my hat and retreat to a safe distance.
Excellent. And that is that. And a few seconds go by. Havelock once again makes sure that Dreadfusay is listening to fucking instructions and doing what she was told to do.
She's like, ah.
And
Back that will say to
Please,
Dreadfusay, I have
had
for
a
you
line.
one question, and one question only.
Which one?
No, he's waiting for it.
yup. And then
I mean, I had a line. I was gonna ask if it was ready to surrender yet.
and no sooner does Dreadfusay like say that thought than like
Yeah.
just this
Yeah.
it is difficult to overstate just how powerful the kinetic catalyst can be. So this thing, like, the shockwave genuinely, like, it's a lot. Like, if you are not already crouching down, you are bowled over by the force of the shockwave alone. This thing's head is just gone. It is a pink fucking mist.
Black Man asks his question.
Yeah.
Explosions?
And it is
Stood
just
there completely unaffected while the rest of them fall over.
you remember that you ever seen that footage when they tried to blow up that beached whale carcass?
Yep.
It's that.
I know the one.
It's just that. It is just like 100-pound blobs of meat just raining from the sky.
By the way, for context, what Yersinia has done is she is down on the ground and she has formed Mithraia into like a solid bone shell.
Yup.
Over her. Like imagine a like half of a dome, if that makes sense.
No,
And
it really
it's
does.
not
Yeah.
very large. She's flat. She's about as flat to the ground as she can
Yeah.
get.
She's like curled up into this bone shield as possible.
Yeah, with
Havelock-
her ears plugged and her jaw open and completely insensate to the outside world.
Nibirius is like holding both Havelock and not Mithraia, Havelock and
Dreadful say.
and Dreadfase, like one under each arm, like shielding them with himself. And Havelock, for his part, is like just holding their hand to Nibirius's chest and like just energy, just making some sort of like energy shield around him to help. And yeah, so everyone does survive. The meat rain happens. Sarkon is like cheering and clapping. The dragons are roaring. It is now officially a big splashy meat fest.
I'm just imagining
And
Sarkon on
now-
his hill, like jumping up and down, waving his spear in the air, like the happiest we've ever seen him.
Yes, genuinely. And now several of the dragons kneel at the feet of Whackbat,
Whackbat?
the new Sky Lord.
Thank you. Thank you. But I must say there is only one Lord, and he does not dress like me. He is, of course, referring to the Lord of England.
Of course.
I was wondering, I was like, are we getting biblical? all of
Yeah,
a
like
sudden?
what is happening?
No. The Church of England.
dedicated
got
There is but
overtaken.
one Lord of the Rings, and he does not share power.
The Church of England got overtaken by like a cult of personality to the Lord of England.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
Makes sense.
It's a whole thing. Amazing.
The bone bubble resumes being Mithraia, and Yersinia pops out of it. She looks around, and she's just kind of impressed. And then she realizes that all the fucking acid sacs are gone.
Damn it.
She starts swearing in, and she's swearing so aggressively that like I picture all of us being able to more or less like everyone in the Nebulous Collection can all just understand each other.
Yes.
Like, you know, the language barrier just doesn't exist. It's magicked away.
Mhm.
But she's so angry, the magic barrier is breaking down. And you start hearing curse words in her native language. Which is just the most. It's just like the most like weird, sorcerous, unpleasant sounding. It's a language that you figure Yersinia would speak.
Yeah.
Like the slitheriest bits of German.
Oh god. Of course.
And she is swearing at top volume.
I've written in my notes. Yersinia swears so hard that it doesn't get translated.
Yeah. There's a couple of you find out later when you ask the curator. Basically, some of the stuff she was saying was so unprintable, the Nebulous Collection refused to translate.
Havelock, unfortunately, does not have such grace periods from languages.
Oh, you son of redacted.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's
You're
just
speaking
beep.
black boxes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is
Oh
Havelock
my
like Havelock is looking directly at Yersinia, like shrinking away in genuine fear. It's like, oh Jesus.
We did it. Yeah.
What language rot?
All right. Yeah, that was.
We're just about there, so I'm picturing I'm figuring we got what we came for, right?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Wagpat has the battery, and it's just sort of like, oh yeah, we needed this, by the way.
I got to punch a dragon. That's all that really matters.
Punch.
Yersinia kind of walks up,
That's true.
takes the box.
Yep. Havelock, for
And
their
she
part.
makes-
Yeah,
No,
Havelock.
continue.
No, Havelock just does as they do. They just look at this dragon corpse that is still twitching and will apparently take literal hours to die. Even having had its head completely destroyed. Idea. Weirdly enough, the gem from the dragon's face
Mhm.
seems to be perfectly intact. And it is,
That's
like,
interesting.
glowing.
As it does.
Yeah, it's still, like, glowing and just... But yeah, the body... So Havelock goes and absorbs the,
Goose
just
eats the dragon.
Yeah, it eats the dragon, yes. Just absorbs it. The book gets a few pages out of the dragon. And, then Havelock walks over to this gem. This gem is, like, the size of Havelock.
Yes.
It's just like... Just looks
It's
to
a big ol'
Yersinia and
boy.
is like, we're taking this.
Yesenia's got, she's just, now that she has the battery in her hands, you could tell her that hang on. Hang on. What's the line? It's real good. It's real good and it's funny.
Uh-huh.
Oh fuck. Hang on. No.
I believe you. I believe in you.
Give
You've
me
got
one
this.
quick second. We're almost there. Where is it? Oh, you know what? I'm just going with this. Bones are mediocre, you could tell her, and she wouldn't even care.
Bones are mediocre. All I can picture, all I can actually picture is the fucking, what was it? Just the Mad Max movie, mediocre.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, you could say
love
that
it more
she
than
wouldn't
Joe.
care. She has the box,
Yep.
and Mithraia is at her side, and the two of them are looking at each other.
It's a lot. And this dragon is there's now a lot of Thanic energy charging the shit out of this thing. Like, this thing is
And you
old. Life energy like
Yeah.
this is a rare and special thing to gain.
Yeah, your city and you just see she starts to glow, but she starts to glow like in inverted coloring,
Oh, dear.
basically.
Oh dear, she starts radiating darkness. That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
Black body radiation.
Yup.
And she, basically, as a side effect of this, I'm going to presume that this box has something within it, which is
Oh, it's not a box.
or
it's
the
just this
mechanism,
nu-
whatever.
No, the thing is, there's no... when I say battery, I just meant functionally. This isn't actually
Okay.
a battery. It is literally
Okay.
just a complex knotwork of, roots and fungus and wood. And,
Okay.
and, some pieces of bone. And it just seems to contain energy. It's not
Okay.
actually a complex machine. It's actually very
I getcha,
simple.
I
It's
getcha.
just... Magic.
But yeah,
Yep.
Yersinia takes this sucker,
Uh-huh.
and she sucks all of that death into her and then
Oh, dear.
shoves it into the battery.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Should we have let her do that?
It's
Are you
fine.
going to? Yeah, no. Havelock is
I mean-
sucking. Yeah, Havelock just looks to Dreadful and say, "Well, if you want to stop her, you be my guest and try."
I mean, I'm gonna the gem. Yeah, there's magic. I'm gonna examine the gem. I'm definitely. I don't want to have to fight my friends again. Gem. What's the gem? I'm gonna detect magic on the gem. Yay, gem. This is all in character.
As you're like using magic to figure out what it is, you start.
Yeah, basically.
You suddenly feel this like, you know, how Havelock will politely knock on your mind. Something is just battering at the gates.
Something
Like-
tries to get into her brain.
Something's trying to get into her head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Havelock. You're good with brain stuff, right? Because I might be about to be possessed, and that'll be interesting to deal with.
Havelock just looks at the gun in his hand. I got a cure to possession.
I'd rather use the sort of cure that put me to sleep. No.
Havelock just raises the gun with a look.
Different.
Okay, so what is this thing? What is
The
knocking?
sort where I survive.
What's
I
up?
don't know.
What's knocking? What's
Oh,
what is it?
Definitely the spirit of that dragon.
Okay.
That thing is contained in the gem, not in the body of the dragon.
Oh, I see. Oh shit.
Yup. I figured Yersinia would like this.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit of a. It's no acid, but it's a bit of a consolation prize.
Yeah, that gem is
Oh, it's speaking to me. As Havelock just like rests their hand on it. And then just grins, looking like, oh, that's very cute. The funny thing is, I can speak back louder. And like. And suddenly the gem, like, just like the way it was glowing, like there seems to be this sort of like fiery glow coming from inside it, and it just freezes. Like the glow just stays exactly still. And Havelock's just like pats it condescendingly a couple of times. That's better.
I think this might be above my pay grade.
Very likely, yes.
Do we even have a pay grade actually? Now I think about it, I'm Do we
The
get
collection.
paid?
The collection is a funny way of paying us, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of refuse to modernize and just occasionally dump a cache of jewels and gold and all sorts of things just wherever
Research
you're in your
materials.
yeah, like whatever it is you're looking for, really. For me, it's mostly research materials. And, you know, room and board is included, so it's not like I have any
Yeah.
expenses to worry about.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Give me money? What am I supposed to do with money?
Yeah. Be fair, yeah.
Okay.
Yup.
So Yersinia has officially sucked all that power, and she's
Yep.
like, it's, by the way, it's not quite done because she's also pulling it out of like the feeding grounds.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, God.
if there is death energy, she is
Yes.
like,
Yersinia's gone completely. Yup. Okay.
yeah, Yersinia's gone slightly power mad, sort of.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like, it's less power mad. She doesn't look like, here's the thing, it doesn't look like she's necessarily having a good time.
Nope.
She, like, Mithraia is supporting her, and she is using absolutely everything she has inside of her. And
Yup.
there is a sort of joy in here,
Mm-hmm.
but it is fierce and dangerous, and it is determined above everything else.
Yep. So yeah,
And like the darkness is also definitely like condensing in around her, in around what she's got in her hands.
Yep.
So what I'm picturing happening at the end of this, because I don't want us to like jump from here to wherever that's going. That's just going to be its own story. I'm going to run that.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh, also,
Yersinia-
yeah, if anyone else wants to run an adventure, this is the end of this one. I promised it would take less time, and I meant it.
And it did. And it did.
Yes.
So,
I
like,
actually have a
finally...
really solid idea for one. So sorry, that's
No, it's okay. But finally, Yersinia, like, kind of slumps into, like, the darkness finally, like, sucks into the box, or into the root thing.
Yeah.
And you, like, you know, Mithraia kind of catches Yersinia as she slumps.
Yep.
Because obviously this has been a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you guys are probably going to want to come up to her, and you will. And when you do, you are going to notice that there is black liquid leaking out of her eyes, and her sclera have gone black.
Oh yeah, no, Havelock immediately rushes over to, like, help Yersinia.
Yeah, I think
He
I'm
tosses
gonna
the-
try and help,
He
but-
tosses the gem to Neburius, and the one thing he says as he does is behave, staring very directly at the gem. And,
oh my god.
just rushes over to Yersinia.
Okay. Right. Okay. Dreadful goes to help, but I feel like she's more helping because I don't know. I'm trying to word this. She wants to help. She wants to help Mithraia because she knows Mithraia cares about Yersinia, but in a way,
Havelock cares about Yersinia.
yeah, that makes sense.
Weirdly.
like-
Mithraia does care about Yersinia. Trust me, she cares more than
Yeah.
you might think.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mithraia
Dread-
cares a bunch.
Dreadful doesn't not care about Yersinia, but this is more of a Mithraia helped me in a few bad places. I should probably help her.
Yeah, no.
Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
Dreadfuse has no reason to like Yersinia, and the feeling is
No.
mutual.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So Havelock does rush over and
For
is
the record,
immediately.
that is in
Yeah, I know
character.
that's
Out of
a
character, I
character,
love
don't
you.
worry.
You're great. Continue.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. It's been really great having you here, Zoe. I love
Yeah.
it.
It's awesome.
Oh, stop being
But
nice.
yes.
It's hard.
No! Accept my love, you bitch!
So, moving on, because I'm running swiftly out of time.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Havelock, like, does just, like, take Yersinia and just, like, just immediately gives her one of the, like, potions or something just for, like, an energy draught to help with things, and...
Yersinia kind of takes
like,
it, looks at
hey.
it, and
You alright?
Yersinia looks, and again, out of her black, oozing eyes,
Mm-hmm.
she's like, "You have no idea. I'm amazing."
That you
and
are,
then
Yersinia.
she hands the vial back, and she stands up.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't even drink it. There's
Oh.
just there is something like the battery is definitely is all fired up, and so is she in a way.
Oh, fun.
Like, not in a I'm gonna do something right now way, but just like She knows.
Unlimited power!
Not quite.
I know.
But yeah, no, it's just she's like, I've got everything that I want.
Oh.
I don't know how to describe. She just
No, Havelock
like,
has had this conversation with her. Havelock has this look of like, oh. Havelock looks excited for her now. It's like, ooh.
like she is.
Sweet. I cannot wait to see what you do with this.
But first, I need to run some numbers. We need to get back to the collection.
Let's.
Yes, homeward bound.
Mm-hmm.
Tally ho!
Um, so, first time I've done this,
Hmm.
Do you all have like contact details? Because I don't trust the collection.
That has a card.
Yep.
That has a card.
Yep. Yeah, no,
Made out of tungsten and perfectly balanced for throwing.
Yep.
This is Drevze is very impressed by. She's never seen a business card before, but she's very impressed.
Yeah, no sooner, no sooner do you mention, like, I don't trust the collection, like, a door appears in midair. You
Not
hear
like
that
that, not
pleasant
like that,
chiming
not-
sound.
Not like that.
Yeah, Yersinia is
Not in
already
that way.
walking towards
Just in
it with Mithraya in
Yep.
tow.
Just
Have-
Also-
she's walking off, no, I meant it in like in a
Ha-
phone. line.
Nibirius
I
just grabs Dreadfusse by, like, the scruff and just brings her along through the door,
Yeah.
still ranting.
Yeah, yeah, this is happening.
Yup.
Also, if you were to look very closely as Mithraya and Yersinia go into like the light of the door to the collection,
Mm-hmm.
maybe if you looked very close, you might just see them holding hands.
Doll. All right. And yeah, Havelock and Nibirius head through, holding up Dreadfusse between them. Just like, come along, Doctor. Let's get you back to your room.
I don't want to go in the cart.
And I presume Whackbat follows.
Oh yes, with great gusto.
Yes.
He's in a fantastic mood right now.
Yeah, as well he should be. Oh, right, Nibirius.
Holy shit!
Yeah, no. Nibirius is like one-arming holding Dreadfusse. Between Havelock and him, they're holding up the gem together. And the curator is, of course, waiting on the other side of the door, like sitting at a desk sipping some very lovely smelling tea. Ah, you've returned successfully. Welcome home.
Whackbat as politely as he can. I am a Skylord now.
So I have heard.
We'll add it to your collection's resume.
This will reflect quite well on your resume. And he actually is like, I've had something made to commemorate the occasion. And just like hands you like a just a box wrapped in like simple brown paper. And inside of it is literally a plaque that just says Professor
Skylord.
Mulligan Whackbat, PhD, Skylord.
Whackbat has stars in his eyes, holds it, just like going to stress test this.
I love this. Yes.
So with
Yeah.
Yersinia puts the battery down
Uh-huh.
and goes, I'll need this later.
Of course. I'll see that it gets to you fully charged.
Hi.
Yep,
Hello,
and then the
still-
curator
still-
turns to look directly
still-
at Dreadfusse, who has
still
finally
hands
been
me
put
Darius the
down.
whole
No.
time. No, it's fine if she's still being held.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just
I-
turns to look to her, like a pleasant smile on his face. To
And-
you, he looks like a tiefling.
Which is interesting because I'm not sure Trevor's safe. I do whatever. It's fine. No, that makes sense.
Yep.
Hi. Yes.
Hello. How was your
Um,
first assignment?
Trevor pauses for a second, thinking about whether to say the truth or the better or the abridged version, and then says, "I think I might be a massive liability. Perhaps."
Quite probably. It is why I assigned you to this team. They have a habit of coming back intact.
I'm not going to ask about the implications of that. Um,
While you're saying this, you can see like Yersinia is like wiping the black tears off her face.
yeah, just
Havelock is
Sweating over his
Havelock
fear.
is staring at them like, You can see Havelock like struggling not to take a sample of them.
I was going to ask if all the teams were like this or whether I'd be working with this team again, but
Oh no, most
think
teams
that's-
don't come back.
yeah.
Not intact, anyway. Lot of shuffling personnel reports around. It's been nice having such a reliable unit.
I'm not sure quite how you get so many people to trust you looking like a tiefling, but okay.
And he,
That is-
at this point, he actually does look up to you and is like, "Is that how I appear to you? Interesting."
They look like monsters to you.
of course. But I'm just gonna. I'd like to be, in spite of the intentions, less of a liability. Does the collection have an Alcoholics Anonymous thing?
We have several accomplished therapists you might wish to speak to.
Yeah. That,
Substance abuse is a common occupational hazard for collectors. I can put you in touch with someone.
yeah, I am. She looks both Havelock and just like and also a little bit at Whackbat actually because Whackbat gave her alcohol as well. No, I think about it. They literally everyone
That was
here.
alcohol specifically for explosive purposes.
Yeah,
God, yeah, I
Admittedly,
forgot
yeah.
he just gave her fucking...
but
Oh god, he just gave her really
Yeah,
high-proof grain.
Jennifer's sort of
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
yeah, I'm thinking that might be beneficial. Also, notably, since she has got back to the collection, the glitching has stopped.
Hmm.
Like it was already lessening as the fight went on, but no, now she's at the collection again. No glitching. She seems way more comfortable here.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
He,
Okay, guys.
hmm.
I hate to cut this short, but I gotta go.
Now you're
Yeah,
valid. Be well,
think I'm
friend.
Okay. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Take care.
This has been so much fun.
I know, I'm excited for next
talk.
week.
There will be more talking soon. Bye.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see if... Oh, right. Maybe she'll be GMing the next one. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
I also have an idea for GMing. I might be able to do that.
Ooh, excellent. Good, because I'm tired of rehashing Magic the Gathering and I can't stop myself. Someone help me, please.
Uh, we'll talk a little later.
Yep. Ooh, actually, I've been thinking about grabbing something from MacGuffin & Co. They have a bunch of free stuff, and they're really cool.
Oh yeah. No, there's some good stuff in there actually.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
looked through a few of them.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I've looked at some of
a
Johnny's
few would be
stuff, and
great for
they're
this.
really neat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll say which ones I like. I read and really enjoyed off camera because I don't want to spoil it for people.
fair. All right.
All
yeah.
checks chat. All me. It's
Yep. It's just you. I don't imagine we get many viewers for these, but that's okay.
I bet there's a lot of I bet people listen to the VODs. These are the sort of things that people like.
I
to
do
listen
hope
to.
people like to catch up with them and like listen
Mm.
to the what's-its I make, the highlights, because I like the VODs. Anyway, right. So yeah, no, the curator. Fuck. Yeah, the curator just like pulls open this little drawer full of business cards and like not even looking at them per se, just like flips through them until he finds one he wants and then hands it to just hands it to Dreadfuss and is like, this one may be of more use to you than some of the others. And they're specifically just a counselor, specializing in they specialize in substance abuse.
Yeah.
That's on their name tag. And they're like, there's a it's just their name and just a thing to do to make an appointment.
Thank you.
Room numbers are...
I don't know what these cards are, but I'm sure getting a lot of them today. Though Wagbats was... she pings the cardboard card and just like, Wagbats was tougher. I'm a bit less impressed with this one, honestly. Got a lot to do.
I am a hard act to follow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Havelock is like, speaking of hard acts to follow. Are we still? Yeah. Nibirius and Havelock do look like genuinely like the most domestic you've ever seen either of them looking. Just like, are we still on for tea and scones with you and the missus this weekend?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Nothing less.
Eudora has so many interesting stories.
And I'll go back to my lab. And yep.
Would you care to join us?
Yes, please. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I haven't had tea in ages. I mean, ever since I was a few days ago.
Come with us. And
Like longer.
yeah, Nibirius and Havelock just lead her away.
Yeah.
It's like, come with us. We'll fix you up some tea.
Yeah. Jennifer is very excited at this, at something even vaguely friendly.
Yep. Funny thing is, like, how, like, insufferably romantic Nibirius and Havelock are towards each other. Like, it's just, I wish I could properly convey the number of, like, longing glances and wistful sighs and all the, like, stupid romancy bullshit they are towards each other. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's just the worst.
I like the idea that Dreadfusay is just such a lesbian that she doesn't notice.
She doesn't
She's,
notice
like,
how
halfway-
aggressively gay these two
No,
are.
Like if it's not involving a woman, she just does not realize it's romance.
What does she think they are? Good friends?
Yeah, she's like, oh, you're real close buds, right?
Oh my
There's
Very funny, actually.
as much as I want to do that. No, I don't think she's that stupid. Actually, I
That
think
would
she's
be
dead.
hilarious. What? Oh my god, that was the best thing. What if we died together and one day historians thought we were really close friends? Oh gods. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah. So everyone walks off with their respective spoils. And that is that.
The podcast.
Sure
That's
is.
not a podcast. It's a Twitch
Why do you
stream.
keep
I'm a-
saying podcast?
If it's made of sound, it's a podcast now. Don't question it.
I mean, I guess that's fair. AK, we have got to get Merc to. We have got to calm Merc to make some art for Whackbat for the slideshow. I still gotta commission Merc to make some art for my other game.
I've got a few artist friends I should. I have old Dreadfusay art, but like I haven't asked anyone permission to share it, so I should possibly do that.
It helps.
Yeah, all my drawings are in my character sheet, and they are mediocre at best. Although
They
they are
convey
very
it.
funny.
They are pretty funny.
Yeah,
My personal favorite's the teapot one.
the teapot one is very good. Is the thing just
Mm-hmm.
it conveys a lot of emotion.
Yep. If you want to act out character vignettes, there's actually a couple channels I made for it. The text RP channels. That's kind of what they're for, other than the journey so far, which is for,
I worry I
character
won't have
entries.
time, but maybe at some point, perhaps.
Yeah, no big
Who
deal either
knows?
way. It doesn't have to be a big time commitment thing.
Yeah,
It's because text RP can be really fun.
I'm definitely gonna try and remember to write up. I'll actually do the notes for this one, hopefully, if I remember.
No big
Because
deal
I
either way.
want to try doing Dreadfusay diaries, but
They would be fun.
it's gonna be a thing.
No pressure either way. This is more just an extra
Yeah.
thing just for kicks.
Yeah.
They have just been really fun, and it's fun to do
Oh, yeah.
readings of them at the beginning of sessions. I've been having
No,
a
yeah,
lovely
those would be
time with
really
them.
useful. Yeah, I feel that was useful for keeping people up to date on things. It's like a.
They are
a
also
last
helpful
time.
that way, yeah.
Yeah.
And they do work as a nice recap. All right, so that is that. Oh.
Let's put some emotions in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
The emotion is dab.
God damn it. All right,
I'm
so this feels like a good place to call it.
Mhm.
All right, so thank you all for tuning in. This has been lovely. I literally always walk away from this with my face hurting from smiling too goddamn much. It's an interesting problem to have.
Yep.
Every time. All
Every
right.
time.
So, I thank you all for coming to this. It's a delight to do these, and I'm excited as hell for next week when we get to do it all again. And we will see you all again for that.
Take
And
care.
Bye to the
Bye.
stream. Why did I say it like that?